not saying to delay it until later. I'm saying to just let's stop.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
We'll make camp
because
and
when
then...
we're making camp happen.
Oh, you're telling us it's a campfire story?
Yeah, you need
ghost
to make
story?
camp and then you're going to want a beer and then you're going to want something else.
Yes.
Tread carefully, Cedric. It sounds like you're calling us stupid.
What?
Saying we can't understand
Cedric.
while walking.
It's
Cedric.
not that you can't understand. It's that I can't show you.
Alright, welcome back to Wicked Initiative. Let's dive right into our next part. Quick recap. You guys woke up in the raised roof. Most of you. Zarzaros, you and Bosco woke up in Bosco's home. You guys meet up at the raised roof, and you guys decide to plan out where you're going next. Eventually figure out, hey, we're going to have to be carrying a couple of things back from our travels in this savannah. So we need a cart and we need something to carry it. You guys come up with a brilliant plan to go hoist one from the Crow's Vigil, in which you guys meet your lovely donkey friend Bones. And you guys head out into the savannah. You guys have been journeying for 4 or 5 hours at this point, in which Gax's Nightingale, Nyx, right?
Yes.
Sort of flying overhead is the first to spot some boar that seem to be a bit bloodthirsty and looking around for some prey of some sort. They're tucked on kind of, you guys are cresting a hill at this point. Gax lit his mistletoe, right? That's what you lit up? Mistletoe?
Yeah.
To cast
Yeah, I did.
Pass Without a Trace. So you guys are extra stealthy, and you guys were going to be planning your attack as you crested this hill with these about 5 boar that were past it, in between kind of these 2 rocky hills on either side. As you guys were cresting the hill, you also felt this sort of weird presence that's kind of just like moving underneath the ground and sand beneath you, which is where we left off with you guys rolling initiative. You guys, I'm gonna go get the battle map, and then we'll see where you guys want to essentially move to, because the boar have not spotted you. You guys rolled high enough, and we'll get kind of the first attacks. The minute an attack does happen, which we use the initiative, so Ares, you're going to be first to act. That will alert them of your presence. They've rolled with disadvantage on theirs as they are surprised, and then we'll go from there. Cool.
Yeah. Excited.
I think I know.
Did surprise rounds change or no?
Did what?
Surprise rounds. Yeah.
I am not sure.
Okay.
I'm curious.
All it is just like one free round if you're able to completely surprise an enemy.
But I want to see if I
Like
can get
everybody in the party
initiative
can do something
That's not what I wanted.
before initiative starts.
I don't know what I'm gonna do first.
Well, if you do
It's not just people that I'm like, bang,
if you
bang.
do an action that's not an attack, are they still not going to know we're there?
No, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't know. So
No.
do you have anything that buffs you with
Yeah.
that won't alert them?
I do have a shield.
I don't know if I'm
Like
right
I
on
can
that.
like a spell that's a shield, but I'm just like.
Find out.
I don't
Like
know.
I would
So
cast
that
that
Smart.
specific spell
What?
is a reaction.
I think
Oh,
I just cast
you had one
Hunter's
reaction.
Mark.
There.
Yeah,
I
right,
remember which
exactly.
one. That makes sense now.
Whoa. It's huge.
It is huge. Holy moly.
Yo, you worked on this like a long
Oh,
time
you-
ago.
Every time he nails the placement.
Holy
Oh
moly.
my god.
That's
cool.
Well, I think for the camera, you need to move the camera a little bit to the left.
I could move the map over.
Oh, yeah, priority.
You know who I'm gonna be fighting next to.
Alright, so
No.
let me quickly get out where you guys were in
I need
marching
one.
order.
I need the healing.
Yes.
And two, I don't trust you.
Oh.
We were, I believe it was.
So you guys, I have a picture
You
of
want
it.
the healing, but you don't trust me.
So you guys are cresting this hill here.
Oh.
Where's
Bones?
Bones is right here.
Oh yes, let's go.
Bones, and then we've got Aragar was kind of in the back here.
Yep, I was back by Ares.
We've got
Bring it
Bosco
Mhm.
up here on
It's funny because I'm probably charging it in a
Zaros's
second.
shoulders.
So don't leave me in the dust.
And then you had already casted Vithok, so he'll be back here on the side or somewhere, I guess near you. And then Cedric, you were behind them here.
I think they were further ahead of me. No, 'cause I was carrying, or I was leading the horse. Was I not?
Nope. I have a picture of you
It's a
guys.
donkey.
I was Sorry, you're right. I was leading.
You guys are all having to be within the 30-foot emanation around this pass without a trace. And then Ares was over here, and Nixel was kind of in front over here.
Oh boy.
Could I be put on top, just like one step closer, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
I thought I was flying, but
You
perhaps I
guys
came
see
down to build my
These boar.
That's what happened.
What status effect is that on
It's concentration for pass without a trace.
you? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Look at the
Little
tuft.
tuft.
The little tuft.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Nixel would like to go get under one of those trees and just chill.
Just watch
He doesn't
the
want to
action.
fight anymore.
Watch everybody else do the work.
He's gonna fly up and pick an apple and
Obviously, the map, these are like the big tall grasses, so you really can't see them.
Oh, okay.
So to shoot at them, they're behind cover. Alright? Same thing with these like larger bushes. This is kind of like a large tree that's going straight up. And obviously, these are boulders and things that you can hide behind. You can hide behind crags, any of that stuff. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Do we have our laser pointers?
Yeah.
Let's get.
So,
So,
Sorry, I almost have to stand
Uh,
to see it.
Yeah.
Ares, you are first to act.
wasn't there something wrong with your ground as well?
We have rolled initiative, but you guys have this time to kind of discuss as you're slowly creeping up what you guys want to do together.
So, I was saying this while you were getting the map. If Ares does something that doesn't alert them, does that mean that they won't have a react? They don't react to it. Like if she did something to buff herself as opposed to attack them.
If she says something or casts a spell, you have to re-roll your stealth check
Okay.
because you're using a verbal component in which they have the option to hear that again.
But we're not muffled in that.
Basically, what it does is it kind of like silences everything around you for the most part. But the minute you do something within it, it like alerts because you're still in kind of plain sight. It's just silenced your steps. You don't make tracks anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But that being said, if you don't break concentration, you could shoot, go hide again, and re-roll your stealth, right?
Yeah.
So we're on we're about to come up on a hill, right? Is that what you're saying? We're kind of
Correct. You
cresting
guys
the
are
hill?
cresting the hill. There's this large tree in front of you, and then like a bunch of boar just all over the place.
Are there any close to us? I just see the one seeing in the.
There's,
The
like,
closest one is here.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay.
There are.
Which is what? How far? One.
And these are, to you guys' perspective, large, just beastly looking brown boar with these massive
Scared me there.
ivory tusks that come out from their face like this.
And then is each square 5 feet or is it 10?
5.
Yes, and the white dots on
Perfect.
the
I'm gonna
plateaus
walk off the
there,
map and
those are
shoot
your
Squares.
That's my
those are your
range.
squares.
Clip under the map.
Okay,
Yeah, hide
Well,
back near
my-
the iPad.
short bow is 80 feet, so I'm trying to see how close I need to get to that one right there, but it's hard to see the squares. The small one. Like the one on the ground. But I mean, like how close I would need
This
to go.
guy?
Yeah, because I have 80 feet.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're within range.
Okay. Trying to decide if I want to hop on this wagon. Just hop up there and start. Alright, yeah, sure. I'm gonna hop on this wagon. Hop on the back of the wagon.
Cool.
So I should Gax have all the fun. I want to get on top too. And then I guess I'm going to use my short bow for that one that's closest.
This guy up here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Roll to hit.
Get right into it.
Do I have this?
Yes,
Okay.
to your hit.
They do not see
been
you.
a minute.
They do not see you currently because you're still within pass without trace. You get advantage.
Okay.
They have not been alerted to your
So you will get your
presence.
sneak attack, yeah.
Okay. Roll again.
So fun. I have a feeling that there will be some added in between
Okay.
areas and Cedric.
I got a 12
Yeah.
A 12?
On the die.
Oh,
on the dice.
on the dice.
Yeah.
18, sorry.
18 is a
18.
hit. Yep. So roll damage plus your sneak attack.
What do I have? 1d6 plus 4.
Plus your sneak attack, whatever that damage is.
I don't remember.
It's gonna be further down.
So, hold on.
On the actions.
It's either 1d6 or 2d6. I don't
I believe
remember
it's
which.
2 at level
Why I want to
6.
go back to my stuff?
but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Do you have internet?
I know. I was like, are we back on? Are we back on, guys? Sorry.
If it's not in there,
Once
it's
per
gonna be
turn, deal an
defeat.
extra 2d6
Yeah.
damage to one creature you hit with an attack. Okay,
So 3d6.
so almost 3. But I'm not doubling that right now.
No, you're just
Okay.
adding the 4 to that one.
Okay, so that's 7.
And then you get to roll your 2d6.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't have went first. That's 6. So 6 and 7. What? 13.
13 points of damage.
I needed a minute to gather my thoughts. I wanted to go first.
Cool. So you hop up as Bones is still sort of slowly trotting forward. You sort of hop onto the back of the cart, kneel down, and sort of just let one fly, and it just sticks right into it. You hear those guttural pig squeals that are just as they are alerted to your presence, sort of like furrow their nasty little gnarly noses and start to go as they start to get ready. The one that gets hit obviously alerts the rest of the others with his squeals as they all sort of like peek up from where they were kind of like grazing around on the ground trying to look for things.
But we haven't crossed the hill technically yet. They don't see all of us
This is
yet,
you
right?
at the top of the hill getting a vision of them now.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
So they are in combat currently, and with disadvantage, they rolled an 18.
Oh,
Wow.
bummer.
Holy shit.
Is it the sum of their initiative
Shut
rolls?
up,
or
their
something?
initiative.
I rolled a 19 and 18 on my initiative rolls. They get no bonuses. So the first one will fly up here and charge ahead. Are you still on his shoulders?
Oh, I haven't had the chance to move, so yes.
So you're still on Zazros' shoulders. Okay.
I was giving you basically like you could say, "Hey, we're cresting this hill. I want to get down."
Oh, we have
It's
the
okay.
chance.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine. I got you. I got
We have a 6'8" shield. So
you. Alright, I got you.
Yeah, you
it's
took
just-
my
just-
shield.
She's just
That's
gonna
true.
bounce right off of us.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about
Surprise
Zazros or the
round?
tower shield? Because that
Yes,
shield is
they did.
basically him.
Zar's just holding the shield, the like, nah, 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 nah,
Yeah.
nah.
He's gonna.
It's no longer like you
gigantic
get an actual like whole turn. It's the minute you make an action against them, they roll with disadvantage on their initiative, and then they go right into combat.
Oh, okay. Would we all be able to do something within that 1 minute, or is it just Ares? Because if she's
If
going
you
to
guys
attack them,
a
I'd
coordinated
yeah.
attack, Sure.
Yeah, because if she was going to attack them to alert them of our presence, I would just drop pass without a trace.
I'm
and
sorry,
cast
I did
something
forget that you said you did that. He literally just said that, but I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you guys can sort of like converse what you were doing as you were crossing the hill, and then
Whoops.
That is my fault.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I still
forgot
cast
that.
something?
I mean, Ares just pulled the bow out and shot it, so
You know
Yeah, if you
what?
wanna-
I
if you
so
wanna
far
put
in.
down
I
the-
have been in the bag letting
Yeah.
John do everything for a long time. So
Um,
now.
I
Okay, so that's what we did. That's how we're gonna roll.
Yes,
See,
that is,
frankly.
yeah.
Sure, 100%. So you're gonna keep you're gonna break concentration on that,
Pass without a trace, yes. And then I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
and that's
Ooh.
a 20.
What is
That's
it?
a good move.
Square.
Spike Growth? So it's a 20-foot circle.
20-foot circle.
Yes.
Circle.
20-foot radius.
Radius circle. It's
Holy shit, that's
huge. It's
Oh,
fucking
wow.
huge.
Oh my
man.
god.
Where would you like to place it?
Are you kidding?
This is where area spells are fun.
Yeah. So,
On those suckers. On the
yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to get all of them or not. I should be able to.
Does it do spike
So,
growth?
can I
It's literally he's
get it
changing the
like,
terrain to be
right
difficult.
in here?
I think other
This
other
terrain
things-
affects you guys as well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It would, yeah.
We're on the outskirts of it. We could go up that hill, can't we?
There we go.
Let's go up that
Like
hill.
that.
Eventually,
and
that's
shoot the
gonna.
boars like a
that's
pirate
what-
ship.
yeah.
You'll
Someone-
summon to Earthbind, and then you're gonna be.
This donkey, I will roll a perception to see if he notices this spell.
He
It'll be-
would. So so the wording is, the transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look naturally. Any creature that can't see the area when the spell is cast must take a search action and succeed a wisdom, perception, or survival check against your spell DC save to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it. So all of these animals would be able to know that the
Okay.
terrain is
Because
bad.
yeah, it's already. It was
Because I already
noticed.
dropped everything,
All right.
they noticed us, and then I casted it.
Cool.
And on top of that, for everybody at the table, anybody who walks in that space for more than 5 feet takes 2d4 damage. There's no save, there's no nothing. It's automatic 2d4.
Oh, okay.
The
Put a
ground is
donut
now
hole on
changed
our
into
map.
what, like kind of thorns or?
Yeah. So
We're
you
talking about
would see
Boston
Gax. He
Just
pulls out
center
from his
space.
bag like just a
That's
small
what I'm saying,
bone,
there's no center,
and he
there's no
throws it.
missing
And as he
center. It's
throws it,
there.
it goes into the ground. And very much like the dragon tooth myth, it seeps into the ground, and then from the ground you see like a bunch of these bone spikes.
Fragments.
Yeah.
Kind of laced with asbestos too.
Oh yeah.
Long-term damage.
For that second D4, right?
Yeah.
Are you still
So,
concentrating on that?
Yes, I'm
2
still
months down the
concentrating on
road,
that spell.
Does that make
Bosco
him take
developed a
damage
weird
immediately
No, it
at the start of
doesn't.
his turn?
No. So as soon as they move 5 feet, they take 2d4,
Okay.
and any 5 feet afterwards, they take 2d4.
Every square they move in it,
Yes.
so they would have to move out of it and go around.
The standing still.
So-
So if you move 5 feet into it and then stand
Yeah.
still, do you stop taking damage?
Yes.
Why do you
So-
want to move into it?
No, I'm just.
Just
I'm asking,
curious.
I'm asking for the boar.
The wording of the spell is the creature takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels within that space.
Cool.
Yes.
Alrighty. Also, I forgot your force ballista you had
Bones.
Yes.
put out.
That would be a problem.
It's attached to me.
I don't know. He
I'll
goes
just
up-
put it
I
right-
don't
it's
trust his
tiny,
character
and I
to
pinned
do
it to my
anything.
robe.
I'll just put it right next to you for now.
Yeah. that's fine.
Anything else, since it seemed like it was a little unclear about the whole starting thing?
Oh, so we
You've
could have.
taken
We
your
could
action,
have
he
casted.
did something, you guys have the opportunity.
Well, we could have
to do
casted
something.
stuff before. Okay, Cedric would have gone into this knowing that we were gonna fight and casted bless. I'm not gonna say it should have affected her roll because we didn't know, but he would have casted bless on Ares, Zarzaros, and Aragar.
She didn't need it anyways.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's cute.
Ares,
Cute.
Aragar, and who?
And Zarzaros,
Zarzaros.
our heavy hitters.
In the back.
Wait, you select who you want it to be?
Huh? Yeah, I could choose 3.
The fight hasn't even started. I've already wasted both my
All
right.
spells.
Where are
Alright,
where?
so-
In that case, I
Not so
would.
sus am I, huh?
Actually, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Where's
No.
Cedric
Good.
on the map?
Damn.
Would you want to reallocate
Cedric
yourself?
is right
like
behind
move up
Zarzaros.
Closer or no?
So I
Yeah, I
can
would
talk
like
to
to
him.
next to the
position
wagon
myself
on the
further
left.
up,
Right in
What's
front of
If
you.
I'm on Zarzaro's shoulder,
closer
I
to the
can-
edge
Yeah,
of that
so
spike growth,
he's
but
right
not
behind
into
you.
it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like right around there.
Follow in here.
Yep.
Cool.
Make myself a viable target.
Where are you going? or doing? Anything during that time walking up?
Yeah, I gotta dismount off of Zarzaros. It's
Alright,
just not gonna be good in combat. I'm gonna turn around to Cedric and say,
Can Bosco even whisper?
Can you whisper?
I think we're about to find out.
I'm gonna say,
Because you haven't told me who you really are, I'll leave your ass on this battlefield.
Oh my god!
Damn.
You better get explained
Ced-
quick.
This was right after Cedric casted Bless, so he looks, he goes, doesn't say anything.
Wow.
Damn.
Such salt.
Speaking of shots fired, Nixel would fly up into the air.
How high?
Probably just enough to get above everyone's head level, so he has line of sight. So probably 10 feet.
Cool.
And he has his tiny Eldritch Cannon attached to him. So he would activate his Eldritch Cannon to fire at the same boar that Ares fired at. And that would be a ranged spell attack.
Ooh. Teamwork.
That's going to be a 15 on the die.
this is me and I
How
don't know.
far are you shooting?
It can shoot 120 feet.
Is that its normal range or it's
Long.
That's its normal. That's the only range it has. Up to
Okay.
120 feet.
alright?
It's the same with my spell too, with spike growth.
And so it's a 15 plus 8, so
That hits.
28 to hit. I think.
Roll damage.
Yes, and that would be 2d8 force damage. 2 and 5, so 7. 7 force damage.
7 force.
Yep, and it would be pushed 5 feet away.
So does that count on
Yes,
your
it
thingy?
does.
Okay, so roll your 2d4. You said 7, right?
Yes.
4. 4 points of piercing
4
damage.
more points.
Yay.
And I'll move
Teamwork.
him back 5 feet. So he
Round.
will move here. Ready?
If I
You're
may,
the last one.
if I may, I would like to, after he gets off of me, cast Divine Favor on myself.
Alright, that's the
So,
strike in the match one, yeah?
Yeah. Well, is it?
I think that's
I
what
think
you
so.
said last
Yes,
time, yeah.
yes.
Isn't it
that
just
is
like
what it is.
plus 1d4?
It adds a d4 of radiant damage
Yeah,
to his attacks.
for 1 minute, so. 10
Is that
rounds.
it? That's not a concentration.
It's
though.
not a concentration.
It's just you get it for 10 turns.
Yep.
Cool.
Just last turn.
Wait, and you can add that on top of Smite too. You can stack so much crap with Paladin. I'm gonna play Paladin next
I was doing that last time, but you forget how much you can stack. You're like, oh, I didn't cast Divine.
You
I
yourself
cast
up.
this spell on top of this spell on top of this spell.
Darn, I
All the
forgot that
dice.
Alright, so the boars are gonna go.
I was rolling like 8
Alright,
d6s
so
at one point.
He's gonna take another 2d4.
Yay! Hell, 5 points of piercing damage.
Mixel flew up.
Oh, I didn't even track the damage.
Oh, because you like use the thing.
Alrighty. 5. Where? 5, 10, 20, 30. He'll move over here.
They're so small on the map.
It really sucks when somebody changes the terrain of your entire map, doesn't it?
It
It is big
does.
on the map,
But I knew it was coming. So.
Yeah.
Tenacious would not stop.
Cool. Oh boy, is Vathak about to
10,
get it? Vathak's gonna get it?
25,
I don't know.
30.
He's gonna get bored.
Alright,
Bored.
30.
He didn't want any of that.
And he's gonna plow into Vathak.
This poor dragon can't catch a
Woo.
prey.
Uh-oh.
I'm
He's
also
gonna
thinking I
miss.
just kind of like forced all of us into that one corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 7 don't hit, right? Yeah.
Well, if we get rid of that one
Nope.
more on
Uh,
Vathak, then and we're pretty spaced out.
Yeah.
with everyone else.
So Doc's going up on
We
the
basically
cart.
made a
He's
choke
not a
point where they have to come through
sacrificial
there.
creature.
As it misses, it's going to circle back around here up top. Another 10 feet.
Does Vithok get a?
He does
attack?
get an opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah.
Vithok's gonna do a little bit of a bite. And,
a little bit.
A little bit of bite.
Give me a roll.
A nibble.
Or
Just a
to
march.
hit, or no, I don't have to hit.
You have to hit.
I guess that's fine.
It's a good roll.
22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
7 piercing.
7. Cool. 38. As Vithok takes a nice big chunk out of this thing that it just dodged out of the way and just right into the back hindquarters and just rips out a honking piece of meat.
Got a taste of pork now.
Oh.
This one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, and then use a dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
They are going to corner us. They are going to pin us in the corner. Now we have the rough terrain.
That's why I'm there.
I can
They're
just
gonna-
drop it.
They're gonna
Oh,
pin you
yeah.
guys in the corner.
Yeah, I moved.
I can fly.
We good. We good.
Can't
We
wait
got
to-
moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not that concerned to be honest.
We
Yeah.
got moves.
We're going to face it.
I am a little concerned about the ground rumbling, but I don't think that's what we're dealing with yet.
I'm more
Right.
concerned about some like worm coming out like over the hill.
All I can think of
I
is
still
killing
don't know
us
if my
all.
I still don't know if my guess was correct last
What's
session.
it?
So.
All I can think of is like in SpongeBob, the like
Oh, the
bullworm.
wolf. Alaskan bull.
That's all I can think
You
of.
might as well let them go into the spikes. They'll
Alrighty.
be faster.
These 4 are really
Cedric,
fast.
you're up.
Okay.
I think I should have held that spell. and waited for it.
Which one is the
Can
one
run up
that
like
already
45
got hit
miles an
by
hour.
Ares and Nixel?
Straight ahead. Of
This guy.
That guy. None of
Actually,
the
don't
other
mind
boars
it
are
because
damaged
I'll
except for
make
the
it
one
all
up on the
around
hill,
it.
correct?
This one, yeah.
At least
Then he's
it
gonna
gives us
Cedric's
time
gonna aim at the
to
one
think
up
of
on the
it.
hill and cast Toll of the Dead.
True.
Alrighty.
So you have to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Right now, you don't have line of sight.
I don't have line of sight of him.
Nah.
Okay,
He's
well,
behind that bush.
can I just can I move slightly forward closer to Zarzaros?
No, because Ozros is on that space.
Sorry. Big boy.
Get your ass out of
Ill
there.
matter
He's a
damage.
chunky boy.
Can,
He's got all that armor.
Jump on the top with me.
can I fit on with Gax up on the thing, on the wagon?
Yeah, you should be able to.
What are we just gonna evade and just all get on the wagon and just scurry away?
You know what? Fuck that. Give me an athletics check or an
Um,
acrobatics. Acrobatics or athletics, one of the
I
two.
didn't have to do that.
To squeeze in there.
No,
I mean, but you were doing
You're
it
a rogue.
before we were
18.
in combat.
Cool.
I don't know.
Easy enough.
18. I jump up shoulder to shoulder with Gax.
All right, now you've got some line of sight.
Also, you
there.
got
All right. Then I cast Toll
Yeah,
of the Dead.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Be a populous
Whatever's
space.
A 10.
That's sweet. That hits. Then I roll for damage, which is a D12 because he's already damaged.
Correct.
There's my D12.
Safe distance between 10
that-
15 feet.
So all
you're
that
not so
damage
far
that
away you
happened
can't get aid.
to that
You're
one
so
boar,
far
how much
away where
damage
you're
was
not
I
gonna
know. I can't see.
Because I think that was the only boar and
So I'm like,
the
I'm
other
afraid
one
to
on the
go.
opposite
Like, I
side.
gotta see where I don't even know what this side of the hill looks like.
29 or something like that.
I'm gonna look.
Just yeah.
Okay.
Just make it
One.
Because I gotta move
One
players,
damage.
you know.
So the bell tolls. Ding! Finger pointed.
Doesn't quite get it. It just hears a bell.
That's the sound.
It starts bleeding out of its nostrils. Like, anything else?
That's my turn.
Zarzaros, you're up.
I can run through Bosco and Vathak, correct?
Yes.
Through?
You just can't
Okay.
stay in their space.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a space I can't see? Is there a space next to the boar up on that hill that I can get up to?
Yeah. If there's like
Yeah,
a
you could go here. You could go on the side
And
here.
I have enough movement there? 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna run up to the boar.
You want to be on this side of him? Or up here?
I want to.
That tree stump? That tree stump is actually a full tree. He just doesn't
Is
have
that
a
in the
wall
spike
for it.
growth on that side?
yeah.
Like you're putting me there.
No, that's just
Yeah, it's
outside.
actually a
Okay.
whole tree.
Now I gotta look again.
I'll stay there
So
then.
this is really
Not really.
I am the shield, unfortunately. You will not get by. I'm assuming you're attacking.
And I'm gonna
with your
do
longsword?
yes, my longsword attack. Just look at my dice.
in from like two separate sides.
What does bless give me again?
I feel like half of us
A
should
D4?
confront
a
one
D4.
side and
To
then
my
the others
attack
can
roll.
face
Yep.
the other instead of our own just spread out.
That's cocked.
So I'm probably sticking with the other one.
That's a 12 to hit.
A 12 does not hit.
Dang
Oh.
tragic.
They're
Alright.
quick. They're
Swing
quick.
and a miss.
So as
you
you're
have the
sort of
plus
like
two?
trying to slash at its feet, it sort of like is able to dodge a little bit. It's just the fact of them being up on this kind of like rocky crag that it just sort of your sword glances off of it and doesn't quite hit its target.
Alright.
Did you roll with bless?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. It gave me a 1, so.
Anything else?
We're good.
Gax.
As yeah, as my bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into my starry form of an archer. So you see Gax, starlight kind of like specks all around him, and as his scroll unfurls, you see like a constellation, the same constellation as that hunter lizard folk man, as it kind of envelops themselves around Gax. So then when that happens as a bonus action on top of the starry form, I'm able to do I can attack. I can use a spell ranged attack to do 1d8 damage, I believe. So I'm going to do that on
Which one are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack the boy that's
This
Osiris
guy,
attacked.
yeah.
Yeah. And that one.
Ooh. That one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Just
Not making like a good
smashes straight
start.
into the big bush there.
no. And then am I within 30 feet? Yeah, pretty much. Am I within 30 feet of that boar? 20, 25, 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Exactly 30.
Perfect. Then I'm going to do poison spray.
Okay.
That's funny. I also have that ability.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yay.
Is that D12
No, it's not.
of poison damage?
Yeah,
Just
1d12
D12
poison damage.
Oh, sorry, two.
And they take
Yeah.
9 points of poison damage.
Alright, excellent. What does poison spray look like?
I think for Gax, he just like spits it out. So you see him kind of like
One of those gut-wrenching...
yeah, and then just kind of like spits it right out.
Ooh.
The
Like a
window.
black
I love
mamba.
it.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that spit? The black mamba?
I have no idea.
One of them.
I know there's
There's a thing that does that.
I think it's just called the spitting snake, but
Any other movement?
Can I back the horse or the? Oh no. Can I jump down and stand right in front of Bones? To my left of them. Other side. Yeah, right there.
too long, too
Alright.
early, or one.
Well, I need
movement.
I need to make sure that he doesn't run away, like run right into the spike ground.
Right. Yeah.
What's his move? Do we know his movement?
Would fly over that bush there.
I haven't rolled it yet.
He'd move over that bush, flying above it, keeping his altitude with the same, like with the level of the ground that he's at.
Kind of like this.
Kind of, yeah. And then he would. I didn't specify whether or not my weapon was put together, so his action would be to take his components out and build his weapon. His bonus action, though, is to use his cannon again.
The can is like strapped to you, right?
Yeah, it's like pinned to my robe.
Cool.
So his cannon would shoot at the furthest boar there, closer to. No, the furthest one. Yeah, that one.
All right.
So it would be a spell attack roll. 10 to hit.
That misses.
Yep.
It collides with the tough exterior of this thing. You just see the as it like sort of like wolfs around like the blubberous hide that it's got. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Bosco, you're up.
Bosco is. I'm gonna move up right behind Zorzoros. Get right up there. Without going into the craggly spot.
Yep.
I'm gonna the further away boar. I'm gonna pull back and shoot, and as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on it.
This one?
Yes,
Okay.
Are you gonna do Hunter's Mark first?
it's a bonus action.
Can you do a
You
bonus
can
action
do it first.
Yeah. You can do a bonus action at any point. It's just
Oh, this is a spell too. Or can I just say?
It's a bonus action spell, so you can use it and then shoot, and you'll get the benefit from Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
That's technically the meta order.
Okay. So then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Alrighty.
on little.
Maximum damage.
So then I'm gonna shoot this sucker, and I'm rolling to hit it. A 19 to hit.
That is.
Ooh.
It's gonna do 9 piercing and what's hot mark damage? There's spells. No, 1d6.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is a D6.
It's 1d6 of force damage,
Alrighty.
and
The Thok now has a. Actually, no, he doesn't. He can only take the
move.
dodge action this turn.
or move, correct?
Yeah, you can still move him.
Yeah. I can't see him. I want him just like that, like nipping at the chops of Zarzaros. I'm like, I mean, so I guess stay. I feel comfortable where he is.
Fine, master. I will stay.
And then Zarzaros looks. What is this thing?
Alright, pretty boy.
It doesn't align with me.
Move over so I can attack and not miss.
I'm protecting you. Get it straight.
Don't give him any.
My
You're gonna
master
let
used his hunter's mark so I didn't get a turn.
Arakar, you're up.
all right. Bonus action. As I start to walk over, I do a quick slam. I slam the head of the flail down as kind of an intimidation, and then as a bonus action spell, I'm gonna cast arm.
Tamer.
Yeah, sort of. I'm looking at the boar closest to me, and I go as you see my hand clasp, and you hear a crack of glass shattering as a piece of blue glass shatters in his hands, and you see ice start to encase up his shoulders and his arms as armor of Agathis surrounds his body.
Ooh. Very nice.
Sweet. Hold on. Where is it? Let's go.
Now he has 10 temporary hit points,
Fucking up.
and I'm gonna use my movement.
You're moving where?
I'm moving towards the boar, straight head on.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I was really hoping you were gonna do that.
You see me
People's
swing
fit in those.
as I go for an attack.
Cool.
Don't the people fit in those?
This is.
If you put the piece under, yeah.
Yeah, why do you never do that? Sorry.
Ooh.
Just a question. He's on the
Wow.
platform. Like,
Take
can't he
it
just
off.
like...
I'll say I am going to be using.
Yeah, we can't see the people.
This is going to be actually the effects from the green flame blade only affect. It doesn't affect the flail, just the spell, right?
So Green Flame Blade you can't use because that's an action bonus action.
Oh, no,
You
I
gotta
understand
use
that.
I got this right.
No, I understand that, but the Pact of the Blade thing that lets me change the element type of the weapon, not the spell's effect, right? On this is like the mace's ability, I think. I don't remember if you remember.
What does it say?
My mistake is I put it on the spell as an effect, but what green flame blade? Where is it? I had it up a second ago. Are you not there anymore? I can't find it now. Oh, I know where it is. Sorry, hold on. Basically, on the weapon, you said there's a Pact of the Blade modification where I can either deal fire, cold, or necrotic instead of the normal.
Right.
But that's for the weapon, not for the spell.
Not for the spell. The spell always does fire.
Okay. Okay, in that case, yeah, I want to make sure my weapon's damage type is cold.
Okay.
And I rolled, and it was a 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You rolled a crit?
Yes.
Oh! Alright.
For the first
Ding,
So
ding.
roll damage and double the dice.
First time in D&D history.
Not quite, but close. Roll damage. So
He's feeling good with his new enlightened
roll damage,
weapon.
double the dice, so that's okay. So I rolled a 4, so that's 8 plus 4 is 12. So 12 points of cold damage.
Alrighty. 12 cold. I can't math. Alright. So you see him sort of encrust with this glacial sort of
That
like
kind of like
armor.
it kind of juts out, and it's like very dark
Slam the
black ice.
ground and then just bam, cold frost damage just starts to encrust over like the tough like furry exteriors. They all like create this like ice shards that go up along its back all the way to the tail. Cool. Ares, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the one I already hit. Because.
This guy in the far.
Yep,
Alrighty.
that's what I hit
You
before.
get to add a D4.
I'm not doing the sitting. I don't want to do that. I
No, a
wanna use
D4 from Bless.
Oh, okay, but I'm just saying I don't want to do that because I want to be able to move if I need to move
Yeah.
later. So I'm just doing it because the Vex guy hit him before. I guess I'll just stick with the bow for now.
So yeah, this guy,
No, you don't have to do that.
he rolled a 3.
Oh, well, yeah. I suppose it's up.
He's
Unless
gonna keep
you lose
slowly
concentration
walking
and spell
forward.
is late, then you
He's
lose
not in it yet, but he will be next round if something doesn't happen.
Okay.
Also, small horses like that don't have much health, just so you are aware.
Yes. Yes.
And
As we
donkeys
learn.
are stubborn and
As we
resistant
learn.
to animal handling.
Oh, no.
Correct?
Donkeys have like fucking 4 hit points.
4?
4?
If I'm correct, let me look it up. I think it's like between 4 and 8.
No,
It's not a lot.
There's only like what 2 combinations
Literally
that,
steps on
that I
his
can
bone and
roll that
dies.
these things
I mean,
die in.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
literally a 2 and a
3.
1 and a 1 and a 1.
Let
That's
it die. We haven't all brought rations out
Has
here, so
11.
Bones is not
Has
that
11?
big of a loss.
Okay.
He could feed us.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh my god,
I
wait.
did,
We could tame
but the
one of
first
these
one I hit
boars.
was cocked and nobody looked.
I
So
might cast
should have just
command
kept
on
it
him
because
to
it was
stop.
cocked on a 20.
What?
Whatever.
I might cast command on him to stop.
I was being good and I
Oh,
rolled it
don't-
twice because I had
don't-
advantage.
don't
So this one was
look bad.
10. You said add a
You rolled it,
D4 for the
Yeah, so
bless,
just look
right?
at me like
Yes.
So it was 13.
13 is just enough.
Woo!
Roll damage.
Woo!
Dang
Which
it.
I was 1 away.
Which is the 1d6, but then because I had the advantage, the sneak attack, the extra 2, right?
Yes,
Right?
advantage
Because I
from
had the
your vex.
advantage from the Vex, so. Which one was that? Wait. I'm adding the 6 to this one, right? So that's 8, and then adding the 2. So 9, 18, 17.
17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You line your shot and it fires straight through its skull.
Nice.
The first one falls.
Nice.
Yeah.
The boars. Turn.
There's more.
Alrighty. So first, this one is going to go 1, 2, 3.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
So roll that.
Sorry. Yeah, well, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
He's like,
I
oh,
don't
it
know.
takes my reaction.
Yeah. I'm I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so you see this boar sort of run away
Oh.
really quickly, take one of these 180 turns and go, and just start charging back full throttle at you.
Oh, maybe I should have done it.
So he's going to get advantage.
Yeah,
on
but you're a
this.
beefy boy.
The charge attack.
You're a beefy boy.
You're gonna stand in front of
Uh,
us.
it's
Think
going to
it's
be a
about to net
19
20.
to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
Not that beefy.
Almost that. Almost that,
Soon,
baby.
soon.
Zarzaros is brave and triumphant. He's gonna stand
So
in
this is
between
going
me
to
and
be
that boar.
piercing damage. So you're going to take 7 points of piercing damage, and then you're going to take an extra 8 piercing damage and go prone. As this thing just fucking runs you over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, is there just
It's a
one?
big
Is there
wind
no
up.
save?
He just
Yeah,
gets
No
there's
save. No save.
Holy
Oh,
So now
my
this guy will
gosh.
run back here again.
Should have taken
Their
the
extra
opportunity.
movement.
Would it have made a difference?
He's just running
And now
in
the
and out,
hunter's
ramming
mark
people.
is gonna come and run your ass over as well.
Oh.
Why didn't you use
I think you run on the
Because
side
I
of
was
the
gonna
cliff.
use my reaction.
He's gonna be on the side of the
Shoot
cliff, yeah, and
someone
then
else
jump
if
down.
it
I'm just gonna
went for
put him here
someone
for now.
else.
So that was
Oh,
1,
I see.
2, 3, 4.
He's going for me
6.
again?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nick,
'cause
so
he
you
gets
gotta shoot
advantage
that thing in the
against
head.
someone who's prone.
Oh.
He already gets it anyway, because the charge. doesn't
No,
it?
that one got it because he was bloodied. He was hurt, so he was more enraged. He gets it.
Nick, so
Oh.
They're little barbarians.
you shoot that
It's
thing.
5, 4, right? Not 4?
Yes, there's.
But
Oh, we
kill
killed
one.
I know, but so there's one right there. All 3 of them right
That's
there.
gonna be
No, there's
another 20. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, I thought you said 24 damage.
I was about to say.
So it runs into Zarzaros. You're gonna take 9 points of piercing and an additional 6.
Don't worry, Cedric's got your back.
Get over there, Cedric.
Tough little bastards.
I'm gonna shove you off the wagon towards
No,
us.
these things
What are you
not
doing? Do something!
It's gonna
What they
Save
go
him.
back.
What are you waiting for?
So it was here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll move the back to his original location.
So those charges are nasty.
This guy
First one, they're all like 30
is gonna
fish.
charge at. I mean, he's too dumb to know what Armor of Agathis is, so I'll just charge at
Good.
him here. He's not
Good
damaged,
job.
so he has no advantage. A 17 plus 5, so 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. First attack is 9 piercing plus another 4.
Okay.
And you go prone as well.
As that happens, the ice shatters and it takes 10 ice damage.
Yep.
How much was it? What was it? 9 and
9.
6?
9 and 4.
9 and 4. Okay, so
10 points of damage to that guy.
that's a bummer.
Whoever can see Zarzaros on the ground, he's clearly fucked up.
Yeah,
How
are
hurt
we
is
right
he?
now?
2, 3,
How hurt are you?
He's very hurt.
Very hurt.
Oh shit, okay.
Very.
And then this guy.
Hits.
Big boy needs some help. Big help.
Oh, I'm prone.
Zarzaros, you okay?
He's prone.
This guy is actually going to run past you
Oh.
and smash you.
They hit me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to give up the high ground.
Oh wait. Oh, I don't. I can't
Wait.
do an opportunity.
Have to,
then,
like,
wait,
He's
what-
running
range?
around you.
Well, I can do one of two things. I can do.
You will have disadvantage on your opportunity attack because you're on the ground.
I'm
Wait,
still
how
gonna
did
go
you
for
get
it.
knocked prone?
I took.
Because he got smashed.
Oh.
He rolled a
By this one. That ran back.
22 or something.
Ah.
Whenever they go 20 feet or more,
Yeah,
they get the
charge.
smash.
Yeah.
This would have been a good time to save that inspiration that I used earlier in the campaign.
So disadvantage on this opportunity attack.
Understood. Okay, that's not looking hot. So 6.
And he has advantage on you because the one that's charging you is bloodied.
There's 2 here.
Oh, okay.
Because that one's
Two
down.
over
Does
there.
a
that one's
12?
down. That one's down.
There's
12
another one
just
over
misses.
there.
Just
right
misses.
So
next
yeah,
to it.
you
Okay,
get knocked
sorry.
down on the ground, and as you're sort of like
That went
swinging
after
around, it just barely glances off like the back part of its hoof, doesn't damage
Okay.
it.
Curse.
So here's the other roll.
Just- yeah, I know, I totally
17
flubbed the
hit, guys.
Curse that hits.
All right.
Rats.
See this lizard just.
So he came from
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
he went around, so yeah, that's 20.
It's character trait.
Does it
now.
have to be a straight
It's
line,
curse
though,
all the
or
time.
no?
It does. Straight line.
Sorry.
Thank you.
No problem.
Uh,
I figured, because, like, if you have to curve
Is there
that,
a
there's no way
weapon
that he's going to
attack
gain that
because
speed.
My dragon has when another creature with another dragon hits with a weapon.
even if I went straight, it's too short.
Enemy
I don't
NPCs
think
can't
I'm
cross
gonna-
into,
I'm not gonna,
um,
like, spit
like, enemy
acid on
NPCs
an
can't
arrow.
stand in the
I
same
would
space
think
as
like
us.
sword
So they
and
wouldn't
They
be
can
able to,
run
like,
through.
When another
Oh, they
creature,
can-
that could be any
Basically,
one
he
of
would
us,
have trampled the bitch.
Would that would I be adding acid to a
7,
spell,
so
or is this
10
just
points
like a
with a
melee
weapon.
damage.
Okay.
realistic?
It's
you
it
don't
sounds like a
shoot
magical
that thing,
strike,
but you
like
need
a
to roll a
magical
con,
Con- yeah.
con save.
What's your health at right now?
I'm waiting for a sword to swing.
Oh,
I
Well, I
rolled
mean,
a
no.
19.
The idea is
It's
when another
excellent.
creature
19
uses
plus
a weapon to attack,
4, so 23.
we can basically be like,
Alright,
hey, I will guard my character.
As I
So it
said, I
is
see
1,
him
2,
with the
like,
I'm about to shove you
1,
off
2,
to help
3.
him. Because I know
Well, it's
you-
because
Do you want
because
the
I'm
opportunity
trying to
attack
set
or
the
gonna
witches
run
up
away?
Oh, yeah.
to use on
Absolutely.
you.
And then we throw acid.
One of
See
them
which
can't
is
go above your
melt.
half of your total. Are you close to half
So
your total?
I will take a swing with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I got 7.
Worse than a night out pod can break it.
Cedric's
Yeah,
not-
true,
I'm
I'm
not
not trying
sort
to
of
get
like
on this.
Tap it on its
Because it
butt.
works.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting
Bad
down. though.
boar.
Yeah.
And that boar came back and hit like my dragon was in the same space,
At this
so I've
point.
been leading this, so I can't see it. It takes me like a while to catch up.
No, you're good. Yeah. You're still getting negative.
Someone enters the stage.
Yeah.
No.
Someone's joined the party.
No.
Oh,
The Savannah spider pops out
I was wrong.
right here.
Oh, I was wrong.
Can we see the mini?
No.
It
Is
gets
there-
advantage on this attack. If it grabs you, you get grappled. Okay. So it basically surprises you in this moment, and it comes out of the ground. This large, just spindly-looking brown spider. Its kind of glossy, like arachnid carcass is just sort of like gleaming in the sunlight.
What is like the
It has beady black eyes and these large, nasty, like fuzzy mandibles that it has.
what's like the leg spread on this thing? Are we talking like 10 feet?
This is a large creature, so yes, 10 feet. It's massive.
Gross. Lovely.
Alright, so that's going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Did you lose the armor of Agathis?
I
You
did.
took all of it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so it has grappled you. Sorry, not yet. Advantage on the attack roll. Yep. A hit. Let me roll my damage. That's gonna be 8 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's gonna be an 11.
An 11?
Yeah.
The DC was 12 on it, so you're gonna take 13 points of poison damage.
Damn.
And you are grappled. As you are grappled, it sinks its fangs deep into your torso and then starts to burrow back with its legs, and it goes underneath the ground again, and you're sort of like stuck, sort of like trying to claw at the ground.
Oh shit.
So he has 3/4 cover if you were trying to hit
I'm
the
going
spider.
to. You hear me curse more, and I'm pointing energy at it as I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on it.
Did you already use your opportunity attack?
Oh, I did. Never mind. I don't
It's
do
taking
that.
you to the den, kid. It's gonna inoculate it with its
Wait,
offspring.
didn't the spider just go?
So you guys see in a split second this spider come out of the ground, stab into Aragar, who was already prone, and now the only thing you see left is these giant mandibles that are kind of poking out from the dirt. And Aragar is just sort of like flailing, trying to like keep himself from going underneath into this quicksand.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, Nixel sees this and he's absolutely disgusted.
He's like, what is this realm?
Nixel does not like spiders.
Travis is like, oh, fucking hell.
Especially spiders that are twice the size of him.
Watch
That's
this
my luck,
spider
and you
jump
know what? I'll
like
still find a
15
way to
feet
make
out of
out.
the ground.
Cedric,
You ran
it's
it.
now up to you to save your fucking
It
party.
shoots a web. It shoots
I know,
a
I
web.
went first. I was like,
You've
really
got one
hell,
around
Mark,
here and
really?
one being taken underneath the ground.
Cedric is like one event away from being shell shocked from all this. So he points his hand up into the sky. A beam of light comes down, emanates into his ring when it gets focused, and he aims the ring at Zarzaros as a beam of light goes to it, and you get 15 HP back.
Great.
That's my one channel divinity.
Damn.
As a
Always forgetting
bonus,
players.
as a bonus action, I also cast Healing Word at. Wait, how much damage did you take, Argar?
I took a lot of damage.
Okay,
I'm
well-
very badly bloody, to be sure.
Well, Cedric can't grab you at the moment, but he can at least heal you. He's going to use his bonus action to cast Healing Word at you, and that's going to be.
And hopefully it'll be good.
6 plus 7, 13 damage back.
13
HP
points
back.
of healing. That's good. Yeah, that helps a lot.
I love how like one hit.
So
like,
how
really
are
takes a
you two
toll. It's
looking
like
right
playing
now
hardcore
after the
team
healing? Are you
deathmatch.
still-
Well, there's a lot of us.
You're still only level 3.
Well, I gave him 15. He took like 20 something.
This is what I was saying. You
Uh,
guys felt like
28.
you were doing
Plus,
amazing against
it
that
was a
lion.
double whammy from 2 different creatures. So
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that.
So I gave him half of the damage back ish.
About, yeah.
You
Zarzaros,
did okay.
are you moving at all? Sorry.
I wanted to say Cedric moves away from the spider, but no, he doesn't do that.
Okay.
You stay in that wagon.
Cedric stayed up on that wagon.
looking hurt, but better than he was a moment ago before being hit by a beam of light. He's gonna stand up. That takes half my
You
movement,
hit
right?
both of us, or just
Yes,
one?
both
Okay.
of you guys.
Oh wow.
What's that?
If I stand up, it takes half of my movement.
Yeah, so you have 15
How far
left.
away is that one right
This
there?
one?
Yeah.
1, 2, you can make it.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to that thing, and I'm gonna take a swing.
Better hit.
I hope so. Okay, great. That's a 20 to hit.
That is. Roll damage.
Yes, and I will be using my Divine Smite.
So that's your bonus action.
Yes, that is my bonus action. But for now, this is 7 slashing damage and 2d8. 5 radiant damage plus my divine favor. 3 radiant damage as well.
So 8 more on top of the.
Yes, on top of the slashing damage.
May I add something? You're gonna see the wound also sizzle with green pus because Vithak infused your strike with acid, and it's gonna deal an additional 4 acid damage.
Oh hell yeah.
Cool. As he sees that, as he sees the acid, Zarzaros says, "Remember, we need the meat."
It's spoiled.
Oh, I got rid of.
Just
Oh,
cut
I
around
got rid of like less food or whatever it was.
Zarzaros is just trying to get himself together. Is this freaking thing? What do you mean it's gonna be spoiled? Anything else?
No, that's it.
Gax, bro.
I'm going to drop Spike Growth.
Huzzah. It has been dropped.
Oh, I don't.
It was working
How
for
many-
us until his spider came out.
Yeah,
We
he
could
was
have been
already dead.
cornered.
This,
That was
yeah,
great
it's-
for the pigs.
Exactly.
So you're moving where?
Or
not?
I'm gonna move to the other side of Bones, please.
Away from Argar.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? There's 2 boar over there. I can't do shit to help
Are
him.
you
I'm
gonna
sorry.
climb over him or are you going around? depends on if you need the movement.
You know what?
or not.
Neither. No, I'm gonna stand back up on the cart with Cedric.
Oh, but he doesn't have to do with athletics.
Yeah, he has to make an athletics check.
Bones is about to get smashed.
He's just making it to squeeze in there. It's not too hard
Yeah.
a DC.
Oh, God.
It's just if you don't.
Well,
roll
now that we know we both
shitty
can
roll.
fit, it will be easier
16.
for him to go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Since we know now we can both fit.
I will stand
You
up.
get up there. Hey. Oh,
Um,
got some healing to do.
Welcome back.
Did you see that fucking crazy ass spider?
Don't even fucking tell me.
120 feet. Do I go for the spider or do I go for the?
The spider still has Argar. I kind of want to focus on
It doesn't really matter for me. I'm going to, out of the two boar that are on, like, just beyond this mound for me, which one looks like the most beat up?
They're really about the same.
Okay. Then whichever one is closer to me, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Alrighty. So it's this guy.
20 hit.
Yep, that is.
Yeah. And it's 4d6. 6, 12, 17 points of radiant damage on it.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my starry form of the archer to attack it with a bolt of radiant damage. I get an advantage on this because of guiding
Because
bolt.
of guiding bolt. Yep.
Yeah. Another 20 to hit.
Yep.
And then it is, and that is another 12 points of radiant damage.
Damn.
Yes.
So yeah, you
plus
see
4.
with these two attacks,
It's even worse for me.
it's looking pretty worse for wear. It just gets pummeled by this like it's a force arrow
Right, reread.
essentially.
Radiant.
Just
It's almost like a
Grapple is
star
really
falling
bad.
and hitting it. in
Yeah,
the shape of an
these
arrow.
two motes of light that just connect with it just absolutely just like incinerate its entire torso, and you can see that it's sort of like struggling, wobbling a little bit as it's trying to maintain its ferocity. Any other movement?
Yes. Can I call down to Nyx and have her give Argar the help action?
You want the bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
action.
How are you aiding?
Pick its eyes.
It's just the bird, so the bird will kind of go off of whatever Argar does. So in the sense, if Argar is trying to break free from the spider, the bird might like peck at its eyes, or if Argar is trying to like run away or trying to attack it, like trying to distract it in any way.
Cool. Fair enough. Excellent.
Actually,
Nixel.
really helpful.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Nixel.
I didn't want to get into the fight.
Yeah,
right
because
away.
it
I
can't
help
actually
at some
do any
point.
damage, but
Oh,
to give a help action, I just want to know how it would be
I
helpful.
guess.
That's a good move.
Does that give him
considering that's
advantage?
literally all I can do.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
get another grapple.
And then, it has a 12 initiative, but
I'm
It's
just
no,
having
it's
it act
worse
on
than
yours.
yeah.
Because I can't use movement. I
Nixel
can't get out
would,
of prone before I can get out of the grapple.
For his action,
As
he
you
would
Because grappling
tap
reduces your
his
0. Yeah.
B pin
It's a nasty
that's
combo.
above his heart here, and he'd whisper to it, "Effraye, and have it fly
It's part of the game.
60 feet towards the boars, and he's casting fairy fire with it. So
Ooh.
the B pin would start like pulsing arcane magic energy to
Cool.
so both those boars,
It's almost like
and I would have it set up so that Zarzaros doesn't need to make a save.
Is that
It's
dexterity? Boar number 1 rolled an 11.
Fail.
Boar number 2 rolled less than that. So they both
They
fail.
both fail.
Alrighty.
Yes. Any attack roll against those affected creatures has advantage as long as the attacker can see it.
Is Cedric concentrating on bless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of why I didn't want to go help Argar.
And then with Nixel's bonus action, he would click another button on his cannon and it would shoot at the one furthest. So both of those boars, I think, are in fairy fire. Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
and you get advantage now from the fairy fire.
Yes. I won't need it. That's a 19 on the die,
That hits.
but I guess I'll roll in case I get crit. No, it's a 19 on the die.
Nice.
So then I'll roll 2d8 for my damage. 2, 7, so 9 force damage.
And it gets pushed back,
And
right?
it gets pushed back 5 feet.
So it's gonna get pushed back this way since you're diagonal.
And then, knowing that that spider is there, Nixel's gonna fly 30 more feet in the air.
Oh.
You're going up high.
Oh yeah,
To flee the spider?
big time.
And he is the tiny
That
That
boy.
would mean the spider only needs to jump like 5 times its body height to grab you.
Which is
Probably
not
do that.
crazy. Which is not
Yeah.
crazy.
It could do
It
it.
jumps 60 feet in the air.
It could do it,
10-foot
but
spider.
also why
It's
would
true.
he when all of you
And
are
then
on the
just
ground?
switch the concentration.
Because
from
fuck you,
to
that's why.
Cedric.
That donkey is looking
He
delicious.
sees vulnerable
Switch the
prey
concentration tab.
flying
He
away.
smells
Circle it
fear.
from
His
to,
predatorial
Cedric's-
instincts kick in when he
to
sees
Cedric's
someone
concentrating on
flying.
glass.
Oh, right.
Are you not concentrating on anything anymore?
No, Spike Rock's gone.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, I'm concentrating those to put it on me.
And Guiding Bolt's just a normal spell. Because I'm just gonna try and nuke the shit out of all of them.
Alrighty. Any other movement, Nixel?
No, that's my 30 feet of movement.
Alrighty, Bosco, you're up.
Oh.
I'm gonna move up behind Zarzaros.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna shoot the hog right in front of him.
Alright.
I get advantage, correct?
Yeah, from the fairy fire.
So good thing. Rolled the 2 4s, so I'm gonna miss.
Oh no!
Yes.
Bosco's crapping out.
I'm gonna try to shoot off and I just completely miss. Almost hits
Oh.
Nixel.
I should say I have concentration for fairy fire.
Alright.
Does Vathak share my movement speed? Is he 30 as well? I would
Yes.
assume? Okay. I would like him to run up behind Zarzaros as well. We're just going to, or as close as he can to bite. I don't know how close he can get to bite this hog.
We'll just put him there.
Other side, please. Other side, yes. Yeah.
We'll
No,
shove
you
him in
put
here.
me. You put me in a bad
Shove
spot.
him in there.
Other side, please.
I mean, he's fully
Yeah.
I
exposed
want to
for
be
the other
shoved
one.
off. Yeah.
So he's gonna bite, and
I can just imagine this boar
Ooh,
diving
nice.
to get Nixel.
another.
From the face.
Oh,
it's a
advantage.
it's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
7 piercing.
7 piercing.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even have the +5 to hit.
He takes another big chomp out of it. This is delicious. It doesn't. It's looking pretty badly off.
I hope by now. This thing is
But it
absorbing
is
a lot
still.
of
It
hits.
is still trudging along. Argar, you are currently grappled.
And prone. Let's not forget that. That's very nasty. So pretty much, I'm going to attempt to unhook the fangs from my currently impaled body.
Alrighty.
So I'm getting 8.
You have
Yes.
advantage from Nyx, who is sort of poking at
Yep.
like the mandibles, trying to like agitate it and get it to unhook itself.
Mhm. The bless spell that only works once a round, right?
No, it's for a minute long. So
No, I mean like the effect can only be used once. It
No.
can be
oh,
used.
no,
Any check.
Any check.
any check.
Well, I'm definitely applying it to
Or
this
is
one.
it? Sorry, is it a check or is it a saving throw?
Both.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Let me read it out. You bless up to 3 creatures within range whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before
so
the
you
spell
can't use
ends.
bless for this.
Sorry,
Only enhance ability changes.
Good catch.
I didn't want to unfairly give it advantage.
Oh, what's
Classic
the
Cedric.
ability I'm rolling for?
You, actually, the new rules
Definitely my
for
own
grappling,
self-interest,
you can
for
use
sure.
either
No cheating.
acrobatics or
No,
athletics.
classic. 25.
Well, they're both the same, so I guess like athletics proficiency. Natural 20.
Oh, this is your night.
Nice.
Dang.
Dice.
The only net 20.
I'll say with a nat 20, you even sort of like, you unhook these fucking barbs, nod, give a little wink at Nyx, and then sort of like, I'll give you stand back up.
Damn.
Okay.
For free. You don't lose any movement.
Oh,
And then you try to
that's
run away,
nice.
and guess what? You're knocked unconscious.
You trip on a rock.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Action
GM
to-
guilt there.
So, hold on, just.
The spider itself has 3/4 cover because it is underneath the ground for the most part, except for its like facial area.
Gotcha. Is there anything else? I
Whack
believe
the
I'm
spider.
next to a boar as well, right?
Yeah, where the heck is
boar
the
is
boar?
back.
No,
They're
they
over
both
here.
them backed up.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
okay.
both
They
Two up
ran
there.
away so they
Ready.
could charge again.
And then,
So
but
two on
I'm
the hill,
next.
two on
I'm
the-
technically next to
There's
the
one of
spider.
You
them.
are
Oh, there's two on the
technically
hill,
next to the
right.
spider,
And then the spider.
but you used your action to escape,
I did.
so you have a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah. An action to fight the grapple.
What's that?
An action to fight the grapple.
That's what I was trying to do with the roll, the athletics. So I already shouldn't be ungrappled, right?
Yeah, you're ungrappled.
Yeah,
You're up.
Yeah.
He was just
No.
restating what I.
Yeah,
Okay,
what
I was
you said,
confused because I'm like I already did that.
Yeah, hold up.
Okay, in that case, I actually didn't think that I could succeed, so I didn't think that far ahead. I guess for my bonus action. Actually, does that work? Nah, I'm still gonna apply it. For my bonus action, I point at where the spider is, and I just let out a curse word, and I'm going to use Hexblade's curse on the creature.
A draconic curse.
Yeah.
Hexblade's curse.
Yep. So
a
now.
draconic curse. So Cedric hears this and he knows draconic. He's my word.
Yeah.
Haughty
That's
mouth
gonna,
on
I
this
don't think I can. I can't move unless I provoke an attack.
Wait, do you say that out
opportunity,
loud?
No.
Okay.
Just,
My
just
what?
thinking to himself.
I'm trying to decide if I want to
You
move or
should.
not. No, I'm gonna
What?
stay right here. Actually, I'm gonna stay
You're
right.
staying.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Ares, it is your turn. Top of the combat. This horse continues to move.
Yeah.
Why is the donkey moving?
Because he's dumb.
No one's
He
told him to
just keeps
stop.
going.
I'm
Yeah,
scared
he's
for
just
him to
dumb.
surround. The
Um,
boars are gonna get him.
Wait, what's the?
If
what's
you
the
guys
thing around
weren't
the
on
spider
top
right
of it,
now?
he would fucking bolt with your cart.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're holding him down?
Yeah, I mean, what do donkeys and horses do in the sign of trouble? They fucking run.
I guess.
Bone, stop! You're up.
What's the ring
Puts
around
up
the
a
spider
hoof.
right now? What's that?
This ring is a Hexblade's curse. It's only reliant on him, really.
All right, I'm gonna attack the spider.
It's at 3/4 cover. It's a hard shot. It adds a lot of AC to itself.
Try to help him out.
Just so you know.
This is you're
You
being
can still
advised
do it.
not
Yeah.
to.
I'm just saying.
I also have
I think we
like
should
advantage
focus the-
because of he's within
I am
the
base
5
to
foot
base, yeah.
radius, so I would be able to roll with advantage and get the sneak attack. So
Okay.
maybe,
I got you.
or do I just get
Still hitting
more?
the spider.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, go ahead, roll with advantage.
I gotta be trying to
Only
help out my
time
buddy
the
here.
spell
Since
is
this one
applicable.
left me
If-
to be with Moscow.
If it stays.
Listen, I gotta protect somebody.
Alright, that was the first roll.
You get a +4 too from the bless.
Yeah, well, it don't matter on that roll, so. I mean, yeah, but I need something bigger than that. Okay. Wait. +4 from that. Right? And then mine also. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24?
Yep, that'll hit.
Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. Alright, let me get out of here. I'm on the wrong thing. What am I doing? So I did the bow, 1d6 plus 4. That's 9, and then I also, because of the sneak attack, I get to roll 2 more.
Crazy.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 times 9, 18. Those
18
spiders.
total damage?
Yes.
Woo!
Good sneak
Got
attack
you,
damage.
bud! I said, hey! Don't mess with my friends!
See, she rolls actual rogue damage.
As you find
Back
that
the
perfect
frick up.
shot and right in one of its little 8 eyes. sinks deep into it as it gives a little.
What is this?
Thank you.
That was great. That was good.
It's the most
Anything
spider-esque sound effect I've
was
ever
so
heard.
Good. Did you practice that?
No. This first
Oh
time.
my gosh.
I love it.
No, I don't think so. I think that's it.
Stay in there.
Why not?
Cool.
Hasn't failed me yet.
We're
Stay on the
holding
wagon.
down Bones. Bones gonna run away if we get off.
All right, this looking worse for wear. Boar is just gonna straight up ram into you. He gets advantage on the attack, but you're not gonna suffer the charge stuff. 17 plus 5, 22 to hit. Alrighty. That's gonna be 10 points of piercing damage.
Pain.
Oh.
I mean, if you didn't
As
help
this
him.
hog is just into your like bashed up chest plate and gauntlets and stuff at this point.
Will you stop it?
I love that it's like a big dragonborn sense. Stop it.
Nixel asks Zarsaros,
You cut that out.
What's the use of a shield if you don't
This
use
other
it?
pig is gonna do the charge damage though,
Oh.
as he gives a straight line shot at you.
2.
Wait, does the terrain actually block it?
It's not that high. It's like
It uses it as like a ramp.
he uses it as a ramp. Yeah, he's
Bolts
just
off
trying to
of
like
it.
smash
Get a
into
chest
it.
shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's actually
headshot
low
can
enough that like
jumps.
these kind of
Tony
giant
Hawk's boar
boar,
skater.
their legs are like higher than it, so it can just sort of like step over
Oh.
it. Yeah, or like even smash through its kind
I was
of
hoping
like
for super
thinness.
pig.
Yeah,
Come out of nowhere.
it could block projectiles,
And the boar
but
from the
not
top
a
rope.
rampaging pig.
Yeah.
He gets advantage on the attack. He hits
Fuck.
again. That's a 23 to hit. So that's gonna be 8 points of piercing
I
damage.
am unconscious.
Oh.
Fuck.
Alrighty. And you go prone.
Well, I'm unconscious.
It's like, I'm more than that.
Absolutely bonked.
Which I guess he's gonna turn this way. He ran, what was that, 3, so he has another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want to run 1, 2, 3. Let's go here. And then this one is gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at Aragorn and ram you in the behind.
Alright.
Uh, 13.
15 is my AC.
You dodge out of the way as it goes on top of a rock.
I was gonna say, did he like luchador it so it hits the
through
rock?
Yeah, it's just sort of like smashes into the rock a little bit and it like tips over and like falls on top of it. Yeah. Fucking legs in the air.
Yeah, so
Scorpions,
he's
yeah.
probably.
How would
Prone.
Aragorn
Yeah,
save
he's
her
I'll
leg?
give it an athletics check.
He's pro.
I'll give it an athletics
Olay.
check. It adds
Just
nothing to
single
athletics.
words.
It rolled an 11. I'm gonna say that's okay.
Curses.
The other one is going to run full up and straight up try and bash you as well. It's advantage. Also a bad roll. 14.
Misses.
So it also. There's nowhere really for it to go here. So
Stop
I'll
it.
just leave there.
They like you.
Why is it always the
Cool. The spider. The spider will use its bonus action to disengage and burrow.
Come on now.
Really unfortunate.
Next
I can't
so
track
it's
things
easy
with curse.
fun.
And where it burrows to and pops out of next is underneath the cart.
I was gonna say,
the
good thing he
fuck?
doesn't.
We're about to blow this wagon up,
What the
okay?
fuck?
We're about to blow the wagon up.
How about it take my surgery, go poke through the wagon?
Corpse down, you'd be done.
It'd be gone.
Done if he started just pulling corpses down.
You see this spider
Oh no.
all of a sudden go underneath the ground. You hear the through the sand underneath, and then all of a sudden pop back up as this wagon gets shoved up. And you guys, I
This is
need.
unacceptable.
I don't know,
Unacceptable.
you guys were-
Well, this is we're the blessed, so you have a saving throw advantage from the.
Oh, so I get the
I need you
the
guys all to
D4 whatever
make
for that?
either athletics or acrobatics checks, as you guys are blasted.
Dan is
A
all good.
DC 15 will keep you from going prone.
Pain.
Fuck.
They were you guys
I'm
were sitting
prone.
ducks in that
I'm
wagon.
I'm
Shit.
9. I'm prone.
I got 17.
Cool.
Man, am I glad I fly.
Alright, so this guy is prone now.
Do I lose concentration
I'm
for
prone.
that?
No.
No.
Yo,
Only if you take damage.
This is
Prone.
really rough. Y'all looking
Prone.
rough.
I am.
Everybody's all laying on the ground. You guys are just sprawled out like a mess, and then me and Nick are sorry.
Alright.
Cedric makes an audible.
You rolled a
as he hits the
17.
ground.
Yep. Well, I rolled 11, but then my acrobatics is 6 plus
Okay.
6, so 17.
If you had rolled a 20, I would let you sort of like jump wherever you wanted, but I'm going to put you right here.
It's like got the carp between me and the spider.
Oh, I didn't even roll the. I didn't even roll the. It's D4, right?
Yeah, because it's a save.
But you said if it was a 20 with that.
If it was a 20, so if you roll a 3 or higher.
That was definitely cocked.
Alright,
Yeah,
so,
20.
so as you sort of backflip off this thing, where you want to go?
I can go anywhere.
Anywhere in like a
within-
10 range vicinity of this.
Oh God, you're I don't know where to go. I definitely want to go back
Get on
further. I don't want
Bones
to
and
be
get
right
out.
on this.
Fuck out of
Get on Bones, say peace out.
Get out.
Fuck this shit out of
It's
mouth.
been real.
Start writing bones over
I guess I'm gonna
doors.
go back. You said how? 30 feet or 10 feet? You said.
10.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna go. I want to go back a little more into the side here. I guess.
Like that?
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want to be right up on the spider right
Okay.
now. Run it.
yourself. Realign yourself. That is the spider's turn. It can't move anymore, which means that it can't chomp on anyone because there's no one around.
Oh God.
Yeah. And so where the spider popped out, is that where its hole is as well?
On your turn, give me a nature or survival check.
Okay.
Alright?
Wait, and when the wagon came off, like when the wagon went up, did it like come off of Bones or whatever his name is, or
It's
did
still
he
attached
like,
to
or
it.
did he like go over with it?
Isn't it tied to a rope?
It still has its action. It only moved 20 feet. I can dash with it. So actually, I'm gonna burrow it again.
Questions about the
And
spider.
we're gonna go over
I didn't ask
to
the spider. I asked about the stupid donkey. I want to know the
God,
donkey.
it's
I would have known the
segues.
donkey was
God
on his side, or if he was still just sitting there
Yeah,
and
we're
run
not
off.
targeting. Damn it.
So it is burrowed. It's untargetable currently, just so you know.
Oh, it's still underground.
It's
You still didn't
underground.
answer my question about the donkey.
The donkey?
Like, is he still attached, or when the wagon went up, did it kind of like go up and off of him, and now he's just like unrestrained?
Let me see. Let me give him a roll.
Or like, is he like?
He rolled a nat 20. He's completely fine.
I just didn't know if he was like attached,
the
or if
harness,
he's gonna keep
as
walking.
it gets shot upwards, it's sort of like a weak chain. It's like that shitty, like, it just broke because it's from the crow's vigil, obviously. It's something that the stone was rusty, and it just breaks off the chain, and the donkey's just like, nothing. No
Oh, does that
effect.
mean it's not tethered to the
It's
cart?
not
Yeah,
tethered
it's
to
not
the
tethered
cart.
anymore.
I was wondering.
Someone
In
needs
that
to
moment, we
bones.
see a
And
slow-mo
it's just
picture
been
of
severely
bones just
startled, so it's probably gonna run.
It's like bucking and going.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing that Spike
Oh,
grows.
Cedric, you're prone on the ground.
Does that mean I can't
Give
move
me a
at all?
perception check.
Well, perception check. Okay. 16.
You actually have no idea that thing is right underneath of you.
Fuck me. But can I move?
You can move, but
It's
you're
very
at
limited,
half
right?
movement now.
Can I get to anywhere within touching distance of Zarzar?
Would that be a disengage? Because it knows where
one,
you are
two,
now.
He doesn't know that it's right.
I don't know that,
Well,
that it's right under me.
Spider knows
yeah,
it's
no,
right
you're
there
not
and
within
it's
touching
leaving.
distance.
I think it was in
15
touching
feet. You need
distance.
one more.
Fuck.
You'd think the spider could feel the vibrations knowing that he's moving.
Even if. Damn it.
Mm.
That throws a wrench in everything I wanted to do. Fuck me.
It rolled a 17 plus 7 on stealth.
Can I.
healing word.
Can I get to as close to Zarzaros as possible behind him, close to Bosco? Like up on that ridge or at all?
You can get. So you can't be in Bosco's square.
No,
you
no.
could squeeze in
Don't
here.
bring that shit up here. Like, stay down there.
Bruh, I am not the fighter here.
I guess we do
Clearly.
need more healing.
Well, we need you to
Yeah,
heal.
we do.
We do.
Actually,
we do.
actually, can I get up onto the side of the cart?
Like up here.
Yeah, to get a high ground.
Yeah, that's gonna be a more difficult athletics check or acrobatics.
I will try that.
Let's do it.
Let's say you get up there nice and easy on a DC 14.
14, okay. I got a 19.
Cool.
I don't believe it.
Just
That-
do like a, up
a
there.
ninja.
Yeah, I'm like still thinking about that poster. Like, how did he get up? What was he?
Okay.
We have not
From
moved
up
more than,
here-
like, 10 feet.
No.
Also,
Yes, the
are
huge
This poor
these
battle
a potion, is that a
5 feet.
bonus action or no?
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action? Okay, I'm actually not going to use that right now, but I just wanted to know. I'm going to, one, yell, because this, well, actually, no, the spider's, I don't know the spider's there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm going to cast Spur the Dying on Zarzaros, so you don't have to do any death saving throws.
Do I don't come back up? though?
No, you are
I
just stabilized.
stable?
You are stable. Any death saving throws you previously rolled are nulled. You're fully stable.
Shit, Spare the Dying's range spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
That's all I can do.
Zarzaros, you are stable. No death saves.
Great.
Gax, give me that nature survival check.
Fire.
That's right. We're using all the actions that are now in D&D.
20.
20. Not natural, right? Just dirty?
Yeah, dirty.
Cool.
Boss.
What?
Seeing that
Keep
thing
rolling.
come out of the ground and scurry back in, you have seen these in the Veshlands as well, especially in your travels through the Fintor Dunelands. When you and Argar were coming to Port Vischer, you had spotted them along the way, and you recognize now the tunnel system that it creates around.
Oh.
And it uses quicksand pits as a quick method to grapple its prey and sink them down until that, and this kind of species of spider will paralyze you in the end.
Okay. At the start of Gax's turn, he explains all of that to his party. So, long story short.
The abridged version.
Yes. Stand on rocks. Anything that is hard to burrow under, just stand on
Also,
them.
I'm on the cart. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or fly.
Or fly.
Yeah, or fly. I will stand up.
I will also say, you know that their venom is excellent for poisons.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I'll stand up. And I think. No.
I imagine you stand up in Master Bubby style, where if he's on his back on his shell, he just sort of like hops forward
Yeah.
and lands like
Yeah.
a monk.
It's all back muscles, right? Gax in the front is just like spangly and like it doesn't look like he works out. Then he takes his robe off and you look at his back and you go, shit.
Ripped.
Yeah, all he does is just lift things.
So you got
Yeah.
15 feet of movement still.
Out of the same question. Out of the two boar that are right in front of me, which one is the one that I hit last time?
This one.
That one, okay. Is that one looking more hurt?
Yes.
Okay. Then Gax will turn around to that one, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at it. In a similar fashion, you see like the star map on Gax's staff kind of unfurl in 4 bright stars. One is already gone. The third star kind of comes down and tries to hit this one. I fucking hate this game.
Guiding bolts are not favoring.
1, man.
Oh, he's taking your dice.
Yeah. I'm done with that one.
You gave
Dice
the bird
jail.
to him, and now it's just screwing you.
Yeah, exactly. It's the bird. He's like, I should have used the bird to come over to give me a help action. Fuck it up. Alright, do I switch to utility? No, I won't. Can I walk, because it's 15 feet, right?
Yep.
Am I able to make it like right in front of Bones?
To stop it.
That's 15,
Yeah.
because the 2 diagonals is 10 plus 5.
No, I just wanted to be able to see both sides of the fight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for my bonus action on the same boar, I'll just do another archer
Alright.
feat or starting map, whatever. 19 plus whatever.
That hits.
Yeah. 8 points of breaking damage.
Engulfed in flames
Gross.
as it burns to a crisp. In radiant light, it is now
Haha.
dead upon the rock.
Nice.
It's cooked. Don't worry, it's cooked.
Oh, it's
Dinner.
Is it medium rare?
Pork chops.
I guess it's more like flash cooked, if that's a thing. Yeah.
Bacon.
Alright, Gax's turn is up. Nixel, you're up.
Nixel would yell to Bosco,
Finish that little one.
If you can hit him.
not the one over there.
I missed it, but
As
with
he-
my longbow from like 15 feet.
Pain. As he makes, he looks down the barrel of his pistol at the one on the ground near the spider there.
Okay.
Then he's going to make a attack. That's a nat 20.
Let's
Ooh, number 3 tonight.
Alright, roll the damage dice, double the dice.
Am I the only one that got 1 so far?
Yep.
That's gonna
All of
be,
the energy's been drained.
That's gonna be 16 actually, hang on.
What is he?
16 plus 3 piercing, so 19 piercing.
The one that has all the shit on it.
Okay, like the one that I can't really see. Right
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Buried status phase.
he's gonna once again
That one hurt.
flick the. He's gonna tap or use the mechanism on his cannon again to roll with his cannon against that same boar. So that's a nat 20.
Wow.
What the?
Another one?
Yeah.
Number 4.
It's
What
like
do you
a
think
repeat
Roll
counter?
the dice and double it again.
It's a repeat of the lion drake. Here we go.
So that's
shit.
Is rolling.
10,
26.
26.
The same boar?
Yeah, 26 damage.
26 damage?
Yeah.
Wait, total or
Total.
what's the new damage? Because I've already subtracted the old one. What's the damage from that? Just now?
26.
That one attack
Yeah.
Because it's doubled.
from the little mini
From
thing.
the little mini Eldritch cannon.
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
Wait, what's the die roll?
Do you roll 1d8 or 2d8 on the roll for the cannon?
2d8.
2d8.
26.
Yeah.
8
Force
and a
damage.
4
5.
damage.
Yeah.
You fucking blow this thing to smithereens.
Guys, save the
Zach-
map.
Zach-
Cedric goes, the tusks!
That
Like,
doesn't want to be fine. It's
you
gonna be
painted
little,
the walls
just
with
saying
your-
Yelling, tusks, and
That.
as you yell that, you just get a splash of fucking boar meat all over your face. Same with you, Gax, all over your
Cedric
face.
goes,
Gax, as Gax sees
My
it, he
ropes.
opens his mouth.
It's literally like a scene from Trevor.
You're right,
Exactly.
My pistol was gonna be
This
awesome.
thing
No,
is
the
toast.
cannon is
Oh my
broken.
To
This
smithereens.
cannon is busted.
I mean, it certainly busted up that boar.
Alright,
For
cool.
sure. For
Nixel,
sure.
it's your turn over.
My turn is over.
Wait, in this can,
Bosco, you're up.
level 20, how much damage is that?
You're gonna see Bosco move forward and vault off of Zorzo's like jump.
Vault.
I'm gonna jump over and come at the remaining.
Like a
which is
trampoline.
Yes. I'm gonna jump forward with my
And then it gets a
dagger and
rocket.
come down on it.
People up.
Are you trying to jump over it?
No, I'm gonna jump
You're
off
just
of
jumping,
Zorzoro.
using
So-
him as a footstool.
You're jumping.
Give me a acrobatics check.
How do you have to do this? It's theatrics. Oh, shoot. Oh,
No, you don't have to.
I don't have to count that. Okay, I know.
No,
it
I
just
mean,
fell
it's like,
out.
they use this as the service.
Is your armor round or is it flat?
A 14.
A 14. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Roll to hit.
That's so good.
Nat 20.
No.
What? No
That's
way.
like what, number 5
That's
tonight?
like 6
No,
or
5.
7, yeah.
1, 2,
Whatever
4,
it is.
5. You roll 2, he roll 2.
Need a nat
I
20
would like
counter.
it to
Yeah.
be a non-killing blow.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, just like
Non-lethal?
knock it unconscious? Can you do that?
Why would you
Melee
do that?
attack, yeah.
Oh,
You
could do
not
non-lethal.
lethal damage.
So then, say you don't attack with your dagger, just punch it in the face.
Well, you can do like the butt of the
well, then it
dagger,
would
right?
have to be an
And
unhanded
then double
strike
that,
attack.
or
Yeah,
roll a
the butt
12.
of
If
the
he
dagger.
if he
You double
it's a
that.
1,
Yeah.
he rolls a crit. It's 2 damage anyways.
So it's an 8 of piercing.
8 of piercing. Cool. Yeah. So you find the perfect spot and you just whoosh into it, and it sort of like goes limp a little bit, and sort of
Like that. And then
but you can still see it sort of faintly breathing afterwards as you tuck and roll on the other side. Is that fine?
yes.
Throws his body.
Yeah, Zarzaro's
As a
body is just like
trampoline.
Cool. So this guy is unconscious.
How large is that hog?
They're one of the bigger ones.
I'm going to.
These are all bigger ones.
Yes. The remaining part of my action is I'm gonna command Vithak.
There's your meal.
I'm gonna give him a living source of meat. You know, not he's always eating like roadkill.
Cedric looks at the other boars and where the spider was, and goes like,
Dude, money, man, money.
We'll eventually make our way over.
I think
Actually,
this is going to be phenomenal.
Yes, your first kill. I give you the honors.
I saw it was a bit rough back then, but you managed to find a way to kill it.
Oh, Doc, don't you be mistaken. We're not the ones struggling here. They are down there by that cart. They're getting messed up.
That is
Not
truly
us.
Hey,
Curses!
Zarzaros is on the floor next to you.
You're gonna get up here.
Aragar, you're up.
Okay. How far away? Where? I'm
Right
okay.
next
I'm
to
a-
you.
Over
boar
here.
right in front of
Right
you.
next to
You've
you.
got the lone boar next to you.
Right
Oh,
in front.
gotcha. Well,
He's looking worse for wear, but he's not like out of it yet.
he's right next to me though. Okay. Can I sense the movement of the spider like shifting around underneath us, or is it like too hard to tell?
Give me a perception check.
Does that require an action? Because I know that in this edition, like the actions are now part of like.
Oh
your-
yeah, the search action, right?
Yeah.
No. I think that's kind of lame.
Wait, what were we all talking about? Say that again?
the rule of cool.
What's that
It's
again?
gonna be a 7.
What'd you say?
7.
7? Yeah, no.
In that case, I'm gonna.
Invisible to you.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and beat down that boar. So, if I'm not already in base to base, I'm gonna move into it, and
Yep,
then
you're base to base.
with my bonus action, you see it charge up with some. Yeah, it's gonna be cold damage. Well,
Cold
no,
damage.
for the green flame blade, it has to be fire. But yeah, it's gonna be that kind of a silvery glow. So that's my bonus action, and then for my attack roll.
We love that silvery glow.
Oh, I have the bless spell. I can add that. That's going to be a 22.
You have
And 2 hits?
advantage.
Huh?
You have advantage.
Oh, for Nyx?
Nyx, yeah.
Because he's still helping him, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Nat 20?
No, but it was a 19.
Oh.
Unfortunately, if I was cursed, if I cursed that board, then I would have it, the crit.
Oh, right.
But I did not curse it, so that's going to be a hit.
Is that 19 with the bless?
They would have been a dirty 20 with the bless. Well, regardless, it was still just a 19 on the die.
Did
so.
you end up losing Hexblade's curse on the spider or no?
It's not a concentration. What was I doing? 1d8 plus 4.
I'm surprised that you can't
1d8 plus
sense them
4.
with Hexblade's curse.
Is there any other creature next to it, like
No.
within 5 feet of it? It's just me and the boar.
No, it's just you and him.
That's going to be 9 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. As its fur gets charcoaled and engulfed in flames, it is now a flaming boar.
That's spicy.
Any movement?
No, I'm not going to do any movement.
Alrighty. Ares, you've got the spider on one side.
The spider popped back
Oh,
up?
right.
It's not down.
It's not up.
So I
Yeah.
want to get as close as I can to the boar over there, my Argar. I have 30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And I should be able... He's a little hunchback. I should be able to see fine. Yeah? You know, he's not standing right straight tall.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then...
And these boar are not to size. Honestly, they should be bigger.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot with the bow again. And because he's right there next to it, so I have advantage. Nat 20.
No way.
Another one?
What?
6, baby!
Oh, no.
Oh, let's go.
Number
Okay,
six.
how would you
Daniel's
like
gonna
to
have
kill this final boar?
You don't want me to roll anything?
I don't need damage.
Just-
You're gonna kill it.
Okay. I mean... Oh god, I'm just using my bow again. I don't have anything fancy this time. I'm just like, enough of this. This is the last one. Let's move on, okay? Step aside. Just shoot it. Just go. Like, can we be done with this? There.
All right.
As
After
everyone's
all
laying on the floor beside.
your attitude, you strut up there. You're like, Aragon, move over.
Yes, exactly. Just like, hold up.
As it clips right into like the under soft part, as it's kind of like snorting, you can hear it sort of starting to like gargle on its own like blood as it just like. You hear the thump on the ground as it falls over.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
That means the boars are gone. The spider.
I don't think I even added Drew yet. We're just looking at 20 next time. The first one.
The spider pops back up. Doesn't see. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. It has tremor sense, which is how it found you in the first place. So it would know that no one was around it. So you know what it's going to do?
It felt Bosco's jump.
It's going
I'm
to
not
go
sure. That's a rock, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
under.
not sure
It's
if we'd
going
be
to
able
go.
to climb through the rock.
Yeah, it can't burrow through the rock.
This is not. It's like a mixture of rocky and dirt.
Oh, so
it's just like a
it's
It's a
hill.
hill,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna go grab Zarzaros.
Fuck.
Yo.
Would it know Zarzaros is there if Zarzaros is just lying on the ground?
It has
Right.
tremor sense for 60 feet,
But Zarzaros hasn't moved at all.
but he
No.
went down last turn.
It wasn't last turn. It was 2 turns ago. But Bosco jumped off of him.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So the
Bosco did jump off of
Tremor sense, he has tremor sense and blind sight, so he can feel him breathing as he gets closer.
Well, dang on.
So yeah, he's gonna
Okay,
attach
great.
to you, which means that you take 1 failing save.
I'm
But he
stable.
already-
Stable.
'Cause
well,
he's-
So-
But now
the-
it's attacking,
now
which
it
means you're no
goes-
longer
yeah.
stable.
Yeah.
So I just take 1.
you take 1.
Okay, and so it basically restarts
Yes.
my.
Yeah,
Saving
it
throws.
does.
So if I
Yeah,
cast
I
it
had to
again,
think about that.
if I
That's why I
cast
was
it
like,
again, it
fuck.
would restart it again.
As it comes out of the ground, attaches onto Zarzaros's like limp self. It starts to pull him down under. He gets about halfway, and then that's as far as the spider can pull him. The spider is under the ground, but because you're at already 0, the poison interacts with your body. You are completely paralyzed, so you cannot do anything
But he's unconscious.
but roll death saves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys see his limp, like sort of like stiff. His limp and stiff don't work together. His stiff corpse just start to get pulled under the ground.
Oh, buddy.
Cedric, you're up.
Fuck.
Zar, there's too many people to go.
He can't help himself escape.
I know. Okay, I run over, obviously, because this is all I can do. I'm running over to where this is happening. Zazaros!
You
Hopping off that wagon.
I'm hopping off
give
that
me
wagon.
another athletics or acrobatics check.
To get down?
Oh yeah, baby.
Make
Breaks
sure-
his ankle.
Yeah.
Zazaros!
He's prone.
This is a
He's prone.
No.
Everybody-
Side.
Okay, 18.
Jumps down.
Sus.
One.
How are you so
Oh, he's so
agile?
good at flips and
How are
shit.
you so agile?
I'm a dexterous cleric.
All right.
No.
Okay. Because I don't know what else to do. I'm... Wait, no, he's paralyzed. Wait,
Yeah.
okay.
Which
Hold
means
on.
yeah, he can't help you. So it's
Something
only
wrong.
your check.
It's only my check if I were to do. Well, he's also unconscious regardless, but okay, we're gonna try this. See if this works. I'm gonna do lesser restoration
Oh.
on him.
So as your action.
Well, actually, sorry. Before I do that, can I use my bonus action first?
Yes. You,
And can-
actions and bonus actions can be used whenever you want.
Okay.
On your
And
turn.
can I put this in his mouth?
Yeah. If he's incapacitated, his head is above the ground. It's
Yes.
dragged in by his like legs
Okay.
into the ground.
Then I pop the potion. Oh,
It's probably the most confusing.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
It's
you
in
get-
the. It's in the middle.
You get it is. You get 5 health back.
Oh,
So yeah, I guess you're now no longer unconscious, but you're still
You're
paralyzed.
still paralyzed.
Yeah.
So you just wake up to the spider.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
wake up, you're halfway sunk into the sand and dirt.
It's a nightmare.
I look at Zar, hold on. Before you can freak out
seems
anymore,
bad.
I cast Lesser Restoration, and he is no longer paralyzed.
Correct.
Restoration,
Okay.
stop him.
Yes,
Yes. I would start
But that
laughing
is
if
your
I
turn.
get it.
but that is my turn. That's all I can do.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
You said the spider was like now below, right? Because it's pulling him down, right?
Yes.
Was that what it was doing to Argar?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time he's fully under.
Okay, because like last time, I was just trying to make sure because you like had the spider right there when I attacked it. So that time he was
That time he had
underneath it.
3/4 cover, so it was just
Oh.
harder to hit him. This time
Okay,
he's
okay,
got
gotcha,
total
gotcha.
cover.
This time
You
now
can't
he's-
hit
Do
him.
you also want this back?
It was like last
yeah.
time the spider attacked him and started dragging him under. This
Yeah.
time it was attacked,
Alright.
and then the spider could already go under.
Okay. So I was like, dang, there's nothing there for me to hit.
It's still up.
I have one more.
So you
of
can
these, too.
use a bonus action.
Zarzros, you're up.
Something to see.
I assume I'm grappled.
You are grappled, and you are restrained because you are halfway in the earth.
How does one get out of that?
Well, you get +4 on checks too because of Bless.
It's a difficult escape DC.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to kick my legs and see if I can get out of this with the
I'm actually going to roll
Vigor
to see
that
how
I
deep
have.
you are.
the
You are 5 feet deep.
Dang. 5 feet deep?
I literally have like, well, I guess I have 2 feet.
Was he
now.
getting dragged by his legs?
Yeah.
So you're just a head
so-
above the ground, and I'm here
You
pouring
were
a
basically
your
being
mouth.
yeah.
Drink
So
up.
we need to
It's
Sorry,
just
sorry,
on my
sorry.
shoulders,
The
basically.
spider's
Yeah.
completely under the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's got Zarzros' legs.
I'm gonna improvise.
If somebody pulls him back out, we drag the spider back out.
Well, as long as the spider.
Don't
The
is
spider's
worry.
holding on,
It's-
right?
It's not your turn.
I'm just saying.
What am I rolling for the check?
When you said that too, I was like,
It's
I'm
just
thinking of
a. Hold on. I think athletics check.
Throw the other end of the.
Because it's about strength, not being agile at this point. You're restrained.
That works.
You're a strong guy.
How big
Edward.
are these holes? Did you say?
But that's attack rolls or
So
saving
the
rolls.
I know it's. I think it's all
necessarily
checks.
made
Let me
already.
double check that.
No, we.
No,
They're
they just had
kind
the
of
saving
just
throws.
Oh,
and
that-
attacks.
that's true. Right, yeah. My bad.
And they're 10 feet wide.
Okay.
10 feet wide is crazy.
Yeah.
That's.
So that means I can actually go inside.
Okay.
You can go in the. You're going in a tunnel.
That's a 19
Maybe.
to.
Maybe not.
A 19.
Steal my
Who knows?
thunder there. I
It
was
was
gonna.
my idea first.
The knock was gonna bury through. All through the tunnels.
let's go.
So you managed to free. As you're sort of like wiggling around, and you find the inside of the like just some loose stones that are kind of like jutting out in the earth, and you use those as leverage, and you just sort of like start to push up on them, and you get about like 3 feet out of the ground. But you are still connected to this thing that's sinking its teeth into you as it's tugging back on you. Ow. But you have made it the check easier for someone to pull you out by getting out further.
Okay. So...
And you have access to your arms now. You're no longer restrained. So you have a bonus action if you do anything with it.
Yes, I'm gonna pour some healing hands into myself. I'm gonna give myself 10 hit points.
Cool. Gax, you're up.
I'm going to start making my way over towards Zarzaros.
Backflip off the stump.
Am I able to cast spells from my familiar? Is that a thing?
No. Your familiar is a spell.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, like touch spells and stuff like that. Am I able to cast them through my familiar?
I don't believe so. Your familiar acts similar to Vathok. Items, spells like that can't be put on them.
Okay. Well, I thought it was like
as an extension.
Yeah, I thought it was like one of the cleric spells for Twilight is a duplicate that you're able to cast spells from. So I wasn't sure if you can do the same with familiars or not. From where? Oh, shit. I can't even see the spider, can I?
Still into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not in sight at all.
Right, it's in full cover, which means
Total cover.
you
Yeah.
can't attack
Did I
it
use
right.
all of my movement to get there?
No, that was only you were 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 spaces, so 20 feet.
Okay. If I can't see it, I don't know where it is. My friends are up to. I'm just gonna take the dodge action. I just stand there and wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, nothing too fun. I was thinking about changing into a giant badger and like hunting this thing down.
I've been waiting for you to turn into a giant badger.
Yeah. This would be the
Excellent.
perfect time too, because I have 10 feet of burrowing.
Yep. But then you have to find him.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, instead of the dodge action, I'm going to hold a cantrip. I'm going to hold create bonfire.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you heard me. And if this thing comes at me, I'm going to create bonfire right on its face.
Nickel.
Am I allowed to hold a bonus action and an action, or just an action?
You can ready an action.
I think it can be either a bonus action or an action, but you can't use both.
Yeah, it can only be
Right.
one.
In that case, I'm gonna hold my ranged attack for my Eldritch Cannon until I see this thing
Okay.
pop out of the ground.
We're all gonna just pummel this thing when
Yeah,
it comes
right.
out of the
Yep.
ground. All these hold actions.
And then I'll just cook it right afterwards.
Oh god, eating a spider.
So how much of
Makes me eating
Zarzaros
hydrosis.
is exposed?
About 5 feet of him now. So he's got about 2 feet still in the ground.
But he's still
Hydraulics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider still on
He's
it.
like still flaying. He's like, help me! It's still got me!
Okay, so my
Real man.
Why is there a
we
footprint
still
on my
can't
chest
see
plate?
any of the spider. Even though he's come out a bit, the spider's still fully covered.
Yep. Total cover, yep.
Then I'm gonna run up to Zarzaros and I'm gonna tie a rope around him with and it's to tie a knot successfully. It's a DC of 10 dexterity.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be close. Wait, do you have bless? Oh no, this is
No.
this is
Accidentally ties a noose.
You tie it around his neck.
Okay,
Dexterity,
2
or is it
feet.
just
It's
up
not
here?
just his head.
That's
Or-
ridiculous.
Acting
No,
like
he's
it's just
no,
his neck.
he's
There's
3
more
feet
of him.
underground.
Gregor modified
And
it
he's
to
like
roll.
6 feet tall,
Oh,
right?
he said
So
5
no.
feet. But he
No,
said-
but he
14.
pulled himself out some.
Oh, he did already.
It's a
a little bit.
14.
Yeah, so there's even more.
It's a 14. He's secure.
He's secure.
And as Vithok's action, Vithok is gonna grab the end of the rope, and
This isn't gonna hurt, is it?
no, you're gonna get anchored. Vithok's gonna run the rope over that tree there and go around it a few times. Make sure he's.
This?
Oh yeah. Make sure he's.
Ah.
Make sure he
Oh,
is
to anchor
tied.
him.
Oh,
So
he
anchors
ain't
this
going.
thing.
He ain't going nowhere. He's
Alright.
up here.
He's like, that's good enough.
but then once the spider lets go, but he can't go
Danny's
anywhere
already
either.
thinking there's
Feels
one
like
guy left.
a
Somebody
tug of
kill
war.
it.
No one can see him.
You'd be split in half here, rope
Yeah.
holding you to a tree.
So
That's
any
cool.
other escape that you make will be at advantage.
Great.
Aragar.
Okay. How far am I from the group at this point? I think I'm on no man's land.
25, 30, 40 to 50 feet, somewhere in there.
This is where having a rogue ability would be really nice right now. Alright, well I'm gonna try to get over to the group as best I can. I'm heading towards the tree. I'm gonna attempt to aid with the rope shenanigans.
The rope
You're gonna head over here.
Yeah, and use up to 30 feet of movement. I'm not gonna use my action to dash or to move.
That's as close as you can get with 30 feet.
It's not very far. Okay. Do I want to just move all the way? No, I'm gonna use my action to cast False Life on myself, so I give myself 12 temporary hit points. Just
Alright.
in case. I don't know where this thing is, so.
May I also tell you, you can break that rope, or I guess we were pulling against it with a successful, it says 20 DC strength check or athletic.
Okay, so yeah, if it tugs too hard, it has potential to like
Burst, they say, yeah.
Ares, you're up.
You're causing all this freaking trouble, bro. You're still here. Alright, so it's on that tree. The rope's tied to that tree right in front of Nixel.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Cuts rope.
That's what you get! I'm just kidding.
Money for me.
I mean, if it was Cedric, maybe.
Pulls up.
He hasn't
No,
done
yeah,
bad.
See ya.
No, that's what I was saying. Tie the freaking bones and smack his ass and get him to keep going. But whatever, a tree. Okay.
I think I forgot to move Bones. He probably wouldn't really care anymore because
Yeah,
Spider's
but I
on.
mean, you could have like. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm over there on the
Oh,
other side of
she's on
the
this
Oh,
side.
yeah, you were out of play anyway.
No, but if you would have thrown the rope to
Bosco's over here at his side.
shit,
It doesn't
or-
matter.
Heck. So if I've got 30, so that if I went all the way, where would that put me? Right around where Igar is? If I wanted to get close to where the rope is.
yeah,
Um,
like 2 spaces in front of him.
and I can't. This is dumb. I can't use like my mage hand because it doesn't say anything about strength. It's just
Well,
like
you
to
can read-
manipulate an object, but
It
not
can-
really
it's
like
not
pulling it.
strong. Yeah, it
so
can
I
only
can't-
hold 10 times.
I'm just
You,
trying to get
you can
closer.
also ready an action. We have like 2 people readying actions on this spider.
I don't care about the spider right now. I care about dragging you the frick out so we can get the spider then. Okay, so if I go 30 and then I dash, that would just give me another 30. I could get right
Cunning
up there.
dash.
Do I have cunning dash? I didn't see a bonus for that.
Level 3, you should have it, right?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, because I was looking.
Should be in your features and traits.
So
Oh, wait.
action
Oh, right here, sorry. My
As
bad.
a bonus action, you can dash.
Oh,
to
yeah,
stage
yeah.
and hide.
Yeah. So cunning action, let me
You're
dash
going
up.
up here.
I want to get up to that rope so I can try to. I mean, I'm not strong, but so I can get up there and be close to what's going on, and then if I need to try to pull on it, I'm not strong though.
Alrighty.
God, Bosco! Why did you not?
So you still have your action. Are you using your action to basically pull
I
on the
guess. Everyone else has got something ready on it, so I guess I'll try that.
Okay.
Sorry, bub.
rope? Give me a athletics check that's not acrobatics.
And do I still get, oh no, do I get the blessed?
No,
it's only
for
for
saving throws.
Not skills.
Don't try to make my action out to be anything less than brilliant.
It was half brilliant, but you should have teamed up with me and freaking Bones the donkey.
She wants some of the credit. Half credit.
No, I just meant because I'm not strong, but the donkey could pull
It
more
went,
than me.
that's so
went
gonna be a
from
clip on his
tying
video.
the rope to the arrow and shooting Bones, and then wrapping around Zarzaros
Shooting
and
bows?
getting him to pull it
Yeah,
out.
I was like, let's tie it around. He was like, I'll just shoot it in its ass. And I was like, he's like, I'm gonna roll
Kill
one
him,
and
the
kill him. And I was like,
donkey.
no, don't do that. All right, so what am I doing?
Headshot on
No,
Bones.
what's the athletics?
Bosco again says, I want to do unlethal damage
Nat
on this
20.
animal to
Are you
feed
serious?
the
20?
dragon.
Holy
I've got
shit.
you,
That's
Zar.
wild.
I've got you,
That's
Zar.
number 6 tonight.
Yes,
So-
the rope.
Yeah, 2,
The
4,
rope
one.
no,
She
7.
hasn't had
This
one
is
either.
my
The rope
second.
is
You've
still-
had 2, he's had 2, I've had 2. And then he had one.
All right,
7.
with a nat 20, you rush over there, find the best part of the rope that seems extra sturdy, and just start yanking on it. And as you feel the tug, Zarzaros, pulling you out of the ground, as you sort of like go onto your knees and sort of like crawl your way back out, the thing lets go and scurries away.
This
This
little...
son of a...
I'd rather it
At
go
this
than
point,
try to keep me.
we're out of combat.
Oh, it runs away.
I wanted to kill a spider.
Yeah, there goes that Hexblade's curse.
Pain, curses.
Do we hear a spider noise from its burrow?
Curses indeed.
Fading in the distance.
I'm gonna look at Zarzaros right then, give him a hand, help him up, and be like, bro,
How is the
that was
cart
rough.
I go up to
pretty fucked
Zarzaros.
up, or was it just like...
Yeah, I'll get to you one second.
Alright, so I go up to Zarzaros and I pull out a healing kit and start to help with the wound that he's just taken.
Before...
Hold still a moment.
As soon as you start going with the healing kit, Gax puts his hand over yours. How, like, hurt are you? Like, HP wise?
I'm alright.
Well, what I mean is, like, from where you are right now, are you over or below half?
Just below half.
Oh, just below
Just
half?
below half. I'm fine.
I can't help you then. That's...
Zarzaros looks at everybody trying to help him. I'm really okay. Let's grab the meat and let's go. We shouldn't stay here.
I look at the punchwood.
You're sure? I'm sure. Thank you.
I roll my eyes after all that we've done. to help
What?
him.
As soon as
my
that
life.
I
happens,
walk
Let's
off.
not get it twisted, but
once that happens, I am gonna put
Midday.
the healing kit away, and then I pull out a dagger and I head to one of the boars because I have some bones that I need to skin.
Alrighty.
And Nixel would be
I'm gonna-
flying around collecting all the meat he can.
I'm gonna
from
go
the
for
one
the
that he blew up.
tusks.
Yeah, I want to help him for Tusk.
So take some boar meat in your inventory. You start.
So-
I guess what are you using to saw off these tusks?
Well,
were you going for the tusks?
I was.
Because we're gonna need some strength checks here, just
I
to,
will
just
go
to
for
see
the
how
tusks.
long it takes you.
So
guys.
I can definitely go for the tusks, but first I was gonna take the bones from the carcasses and whatnot and forge that into a shield. But anyways,
so you're not doing the tusks.
I wasn't planning on it,
No,
but
I
I
Okay,
could.
so you're doing the shield thing.
Yes,
Just
I could
give
do it in
me
the
a
process.
general survival check.
Okay.
See how long it takes.
Boar meat doesn't exist in D&D.
No.
It's
Back
good.
to your bad rolls.
Yeah, 6.
Alright, it takes you the better amount of like an hour to sort of like wrench these bones out of like weird places that like you. The easiest ones to find are the ones that got blasted apart, but they're in
Yeah.
such splinters that like they're hard to use.
Curses.
So you have to actually wait for people to start carving up some of the other ones,
Mhm.
and then you start like wrenching the bones off in weird places and start constructing out of what is it, twine or just some strong
Twine.
leather straps that
Yeah.
you or some rope, some hemp rope that you kind of bind this large shield made of bones out of.
I'm pretty strong. I would like to go for the tusks.
So yeah, either give me an athletics check, or you can use survival or nature for people who are trying to get these tusks
Yeah,
off.
I would
just
go over
for
to the one that
speed
I
or
killed,
reasons.
and I would just do that. as well.
Cedric, first of all, is wiping
Nice.
the gore off of him from this boar,
To cast guidance on
and then he's
this?
gonna try
I
to
said the tusk. Is anyone who's doing that?
fix the cart.
Cool. So Cedric, while you guys
With
are sort of
using
dealing
the
with
rope.
the boars, Cedric goes off on his own, tries to like realign, get the cart back on itself. Give me an investigation check on the condition.
He's also using the rope to do. He's not just pushing himself. He's not strong enough. Investigation, a 16.
16. You notice that there's a bit of damage to the center portion where if you were to put some heavy things in it, it might give way. So you need to fix that if you're going to start loading up the cart.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, give me, let's do a survival check.
Oh, 9.
9.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. You rolled a 5. That's my fault. I for some reason thought I saw a 5.
For a 9,
Can I?
you don't necessarily know how to fix it. You know that
Do I know?
obviously
if
there's
just
some
reinforce
trees
it?
or some bushes around that are large enough to sort of like you can take a branch and sort of like take some time to like
Reinforce it. at most?
reinforce it. But you would need help with that. You'd need to gather someone to help you like do it for you.
Yeah, I got
Look.
Would Nixel recognize that these people are in desperate need of some woodcarver's tools?
Oh.
Yeah, I would think that, yeah, as they're sort of like looking at the trees, like trying to like point out like ones that they want to like pull the branches off of, you'd probably be able to like notice and walk up to these two and ask.
No one knows mending, do they? No.
I took it off.
I took it off too.
But when you, like, as Cedric walked over to, like, push over the cart, you see Gax be like, I'll be right back. I rolled a 28 on my nature check for taking the tusks out.
Oh, shit.
You're just like popping them out like it's a crab
so you
leg.
see
or
Gax walk over to the opposite side of the cart. You hear, like, a pop almost, and then he comes around the other side, and you just see 2 pristine ivory tusks, and you just see him put it away. He's like, these are mine.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We rolled as well.
Yeah.
Me and him. I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
Another one.
Another one?
That's
Another
8.
one.
That's
I am
wild.
only using this moon die. So I'm giving up on the green one.
Yeah, wait until you start
How
rolling
would you
once
say
again.
that you are
Well, I
getting
did
these tusks out?
You said survival, nature, or what? So
Yeah.
I just was gonna.
How would Ares get this
I
tusk
think
out?
I'm like fueled by that I want money, and that I also want to get this over with because I want to head back and take care of what I'm trying to take care of. So I'm just, I'm hustling, hustling with my little rapiers, I guess, to get this thing out as quickly and cleanly as possible.
Alrighty. Cool.
Money.
You said nature, survival, or athletics?
Yeah. Athletics, yeah.
Okay,
for the
so I'm
strength.
going to use athletics then. I did burn my inspiration on this, so I go over to the one that knocked me down. And
Fair.
I got a 12 at the end of it all. So I'm gonna grab like his face and the tusk and just like try to rip it out with my strength.
You
my
see
athletics.
these two. This one just sticks his staff in there, just pops the thing right out. This one's just sort of like finding that nice sawing style, and it just carves it just so perfectly. It's like a trophy almost. Meanwhile, you're over here for the next 30 minutes, just like beating it into the ground. Almost, people are looking at you as are probably like, what is wrong with this guy? He's got a problem. As you're trying to like take this thing off, eventually it does, but it's like all jagged and fucked up and like kind of busted up a little bit.
No.
As you eventually take it out and put it into
Do I
the
get-
cart whenever it gets fixed.
Do I get 2 tusks?
Yeah, are
from
we
that?
adding that from?
So yeah, you guys will get 10. So there were 5 boars. You managed to salvage 10 tusks with all of your like good rolls and stuff.
So-
You collect them all. They're all of like the more like a larger style. So probably
large
they're worth
tusks.
like 35 each.
Well, who has what? Who
you
has
would-
how?
You guys would have put
8.
them all in like
Oh, right,
the
right,
big
right. 'cause we're
cart.
carrying it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess Gax wouldn't have been able to carry them on him. But yeah.
May
Go with
not
an
want
extra
to.
50.
What?
Fired up.
But Gax, I was
35.
gonna say he's not gonna give.
It was
Oh,
for
right.
35 per.
I'm gonna need it for spell components later
Yes,
on.
thank you.
So Andy has an idea that
Gotta
he
strike
wants
a deal.
to make something out of it. So
Being the trained survivalist that I am, I realize these boars have more to them of value than just their ivory tusks. And are there any boars around that aren't just absolutely mutilated?
The one that I
gonna say,
killed
the
in the
ones that
beginning
we
that I probably would have gone over.
Bosco is going to go over there and he's going to start to skin the boar for its hide.
it's
Okay.
Orgy. He's gonna start
How
pissing
large
on it
would
in a
this be?
minute.
Like cover the table, kinda? Large enough for a big blanket to put over the donkey
Give me a roll.
with survival or
Yeah,
just
survival.
19?
19. Yeah, so you would be able to skin this thing pretty well, saving all the meat, saving pretty much all of the hide, and you'd be able to make a nice thick blanket for like even like a tent maybe.
I was thinking either. There's one other part of the boar I'm concerned about, but the hide we could either put it over bones as a decoy.
You telling me? You telling them?
That's what
Make
we'll
him
have a
look
hide.
like- make him
We'll
look
have a
like a boar.
hide, and it's up to us how we use it later. I would also like. Is this? It won't matter, but I would like to remove the scent glands from the boar, so you use it as a lure for Ironhide later.
With a 19, I'd say it's perfectly reasonable for you to be able to locate
We got
those.
some boar musk now, boys
Damn.
and ladies. We got some musk.
So you got some boar musk, you've got 10 boar tusks.
Yes, and how much meat was it Nixel able to gather from the one he eviscerated?
Give me a survival check for your boar.
I'm surprised we can extract the tusks from.
Just take
From
Cedric's
natural
cloth
20.
and wipe
Oh my god, that's
Unbelievable.
8.
You guys are nuts tonight.
Wait.
9.
We're screwed the rest of the campaign.
I feel like
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's number 9, right? 9.
Nine.
Cashing in all the luck now.
You're just creating like a pile of fucking meat that you can just like store and like. I mean,
Good job,
how much
guys.
do you want?
All of it.
It's a little peppery. It's a little
I
peppery.
mean,
It's just
take as much as you
pristine
want.
white bones.
Just
and
take as
Nixels
much as
just
I
you
mean,
sitting
want.
there.
and not only did you
Psycho.
get it all, but you've managed to like fillet them all up into like nicely sized portions for everyone in the group.
Oh my god.
Mine are tiny.
You've got your
Tiny
wafer
blade.
sized. Meanwhile, he's got his
He's got a big
massive,
16
like,
pound like
Steak.
16-ounce steak.
Me
Sitting
and
there with
guys
like
are
one
just like,
little like
yeah.
sushi sized piece. Like this is enough for me.
And I think with Nixel's ingenuity, you would have sort of like crafted this little tiny, like mechanical
Case.
right, that has them all nicely boxed and labeled.
It's like bento boxes.
Aries, Gax.
Cedric's notably has a little less.
Can I?
Until we get to
can
the
I
bottom
proceed-
of this poster.
Can I perception
Yeah.
check this?
No, you're dealing with your fucking 9 roll with this, with fixing the wagon.
Well, we don't care about this. You're
I mean,
fixing the
meanwhile,
wagon.
like after everyone's all said and done, I finally come back with the shield and it's like, that took longer than expected.
So yeah, you guys finally, after about an hour and a half, somewhere in there, you have managed to fix your cart up. You load up all of the goods.
During that hour and a half, Gax. So after Gax rips the tusks out and we flip the cart over, you would see Gax. He kind of like sits down and he puts a different type of fur in front of him. It almost looks like a dog's fur. And I'm going to ritually cast twice locate animals or plants.
Okay.
If Ironhide is classified as a beast, if they're in a 5-mile radius of us, I know exactly where they are.
Okay.
And then the next thing that I'm doing is, as long as the plant is non-magical, I would like to see if I can locate that fire plant that the doctor in town was talking
Fire
about.
bloom?
Yeah.
Sure.
As long as it's non-magical, and within 5 miles of.
I know
Right.
where Ironhide is. You cast that spell. What does it look like?
I think for Gax, what it looks like is he almost like as he sits there and he's conjuring the spell up. It's almost like a translucent sextant kind of comes to him, so that he's able to adjust it, and then from there the stars kind of point in the specific direction that
That's
he
cool.
needs to go. Yeah.
As you sit there for a second, the sextant comes out, and as you're sort of doing the whole 360, it does not sense Ironhide within the 5-mile radius.
Okay.
You do it a second time for the fire bloom.
Yes.
Let me give a roll. If it's, I'll give it a 50-50. So
Yeah.
if it's a 10 or lower, you don't find anything. Otherwise, you do. I rolled a 2.
Damn. Okay. Oh well.
So at least in the 5 miles around you, no fire bloom.
Yes. I do tell the party that Ironhide is not within a 5-mile radius of us. That I do
And
not sense him.
Also, with your 28 survival check, right, or nature check,
It was,
one of the two.
nature.
You see bunches of different tracks from boar, but you don't notice any abnormally
Like huge
large
ones?
ones either. It doesn't seem like, at least from the time that you've left Port Fisher and getting here, you haven't seen any of those at all.
Also, with that 28 nature, looking around, is there any like bushes of berries or any plants that the boys did not eat?
Yeah, I'd say there totally is.
Is there any? I'm not sure if you want like a perception check, but are there any like the same like bunches of berries that they're not eating, or is it just kind of like they haven't gotten to that area yet? Because I want to see if there's anything like poisonous around us that they left behind that they knew that was poisonous that they just left.
Not where you currently are. No.
Okay, and that's it.
Yeah, it just seems like a normal eating pattern. They were looking around for things, and then you guys showed up and ruined their day. Ruined their life.
That is what
And
the eating party is
almost
good
ruined
for.
mine.
I was a spider.
If we
And
had a
did that.
covered wagon, that wouldn't offer any benefit other than cover, right?
You wouldn't be able to see if we were standing on it.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we've been able to hide in the
anyway.
wagon from the spider.
And it would shield us from the weather too. So like if it starts raining and stuff like that, we're not miserable.
Bosco could
We've
fit
had
under
enough
the wagon.
issues with wagons in the past, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Would we like to use this boar hide as a hide to make our wagon a covered wagon?
Oh, actually, is it big enough for that?
Probably grab like
I'm
2.
sure. Yeah, with you
Flashbacks
guys
right now.
getting some extra branches down, you'd be able to sort of like fashion it. It would take some more time.
I think that's worth it.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to do it right
Dry
now, though.
storage.
You'd need to utilize his crafts tools to sort
Yeah.
of
If
like
we're already doing
carver's
it, might as
tools.
well.
Carver's tools.
Yeah, but we
Whoever wants to do it, how about you give me it with advantage for you guys aiding each other? I'm trying to get this covered wagon thing.
I guess in Gex's
with a carver's
voice,
tools
he would
check.
say we would have to treat the leather and all this type
With
of stuff.
advantage?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's,
eventually.
Like, a huge process into
It's
this.
just to tan it, yes, but it's disgusting right now. But just throw it up. We'll just
You are
Yeah,
right.
just throw it up.
You're
Just
right.
throw it up.
Gex
Throw it
Gex
up.
was always like,
Fine.
"You are right.
It'll
We do
block
need to
the
pee on
sun.
it."
yeah.
Which check are we doing?
It's
He's
gonna
doing a
stink for a
carver's
while.
tools
Yeah.
check
Oh,
with
so I have knowledge.
advantage.
Sadly, I do not have the crafty character this time around.
Because he's the one proficient
Yes.
with it.
Mr. Proficient in everything.
Yeah.
10.
A 10.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys do it. It's not the most beautiful.
Yeah.
There's, like, actually, you carved it pretty nice. So it wouldn't have, like, bits of crud kind of, like, hanging down.
No,
It's
it's nice.
nicely done.
It's a nice hide.
But it takes you some time to use all these, like, random sticks and things and bend them the right way and secure them to the wagon, all that stuff, so it doesn't fall off as you're traveling on kind of, like, rough road. There's no trail here. It's just wilderness that you're moving a wooden cart across. So I'd say it probably takes you another 2 hours on top. So you've now been in this area just chilling, taking and foraging and stuff like that for about 3 hours. So you see the sun is starting to like go down across the horizon a little bit. It's about 4 or 5. At this point, as you guys are sort of like getting your crap together, getting in marching order again, we'll take a really quick break and then we'll come right back because I'm just gonna keep moving on.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back. So you guys are now getting yourself all comfy, situated to continue on.
Are we?
You don't think the hide is better used being saved for money?
We can always bring it down.
I mean, it's gotta dry out first, so it can dry out on the wagon.
And it will protect our assets.
How do we know it won't rot on the top? Is there salt readily available? No, not really.
You can piss on
If
it.
not, I was gonna say urine. We can.
Not this again.
That's what Orgy did, baby.
We can tan the hide with our own urine if it comes to that.
Cedric goes, at the just the mention of that idea.
I heard from some magical dude that that's how they still do it thousands of years from now. That's how they still do it. It's the best way.
Do you mean to say that you've met a time traveler?
A lot of weird people going through the port, man. I don't know. I think just was happening to talk about tanning hides.
Fascinating.
I don't know, do you know about tanning hides?
Not in the slightest.
Well, hides aside, I think a few of us would like to talk about something.
I'm gonna be like, yes, now that we're out of harm's way, immediate harm's way,
Cedric
we
looks
do have
around
things.
to be sure.
We do have things to talk about.
What's
Cedric.
Are we just all around like that?
Yeah, we
Like a
haven't
rock
moved.
formation,
We
like
haven't
right
moved.
there, just
wanna
like
start a
sitting
fire?
there waiting.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
are you
by
guys,
our
are
around
you
the
guys
stump.
continuing forward? You have another 3 or 4 hours that you could
Yes.
potentially.
We can
On
walk.
the way.
We
On
can
the
walk
way,
and talk.
discuss
We
it.
can
You
walk
can
and
walk
talk.
and talk. I just
Yes.
need to know.
Yes.
I'm not gonna walk and
We're
talk
walking
about
it.
this.
You sit in the back
Cedric.
of the car.
Middle,
This
we're in
is
the
a-
middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Like, quite
We are
literally.
We can walk and talk.
Sit in the
We're
back of the
not
car
hustling.
and we'll talk to you.
This is not something that is just
Okay,
Cedric
alright.
explained. This is
No,
not
it
something.
definitely
It's not a
is.
quick story.
Why?
Do you
Why
mean
do you?
Okay,
With-
so real quick then, if you guys are walking and talking, who's in charge of Bones?
I mean, I was before I
I
could
feel
do it
like
again.
Gax is you the best
Oh,
animal
well,
handler,
I
aren't
don't
you? Or who is?
It's probably me.
I have +2.
So you're
I
leading
have plus
essentially.
4.
I have
Oh,
+3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
yeah,
It should not be.
I'll lead everybody
I also have
forward.
plus
handling
4.
So you'll
I've
also
never
be
seen
the one
mine.
doing kind of like
You've got
perception
them.
checks.
Yeah, plus
Everyone
with
likes
your
what-
bird and all
I
that
was
good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll have
What's
Nyx
your-
go out.
well-
Not as far as last time, maybe
Don't
only
like
like
roll
30
down,
feet this
but-
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any other. Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Okay.
This is the moment to talk about it.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you see any other intelligent life around?
You told us to wait till we were out in the savannah and no one's around.
Be down.
When's gonna be the right time if
To
not now?
have you understand.
I don't care anymore. You just need to tell us.
You're
have you-
stalling.
To have you understand, we need to at least make camp. I'm not saying to delay it until later. I'm saying to just let's stop.
Yeah, we'll make
Actually, yes, you are.
we'll make camp
Because
and
when
then
will making camp happen?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
telling us it's a campfire story?
yeah, you
It's a
need
ghost
to
story?
make camp and then you're gonna want a beer and then you're gonna want something else.
Yes.
Tread carefully, Cedric. It sounds like you're calling us stupid.
What?
Saying we can't understand while walking.
It's
Cedric.
not that you can't understand. It's that I can't show you.
Are you a
until we make
manipulator?
camp.
Cedric.
Oh, no. So when you say show you, I'm saying, well, how about you bring out
I
that
can't
wanted
overpower
poster
these
so we can
guys.
take a look at it while we're walking and form our questions? Where's that?
I tossed it.
Where is it? I
Bosco,
gave
you're
you took
gonna
it
lash
from me.
out.
You took it from me. Where is it?
You gave it to the party.
You took it. I put it on the table and you snatched that
You
thing.
threw it.
Where is it?
You threw it across the table.
Where is it?
In the fire.
You
Gone.
you
Burned to
burned?
ashes.
You
Or
burned?
gone to
Yes.
the ether.
Why would you do that? If you're so innocent, why are you burning your mugshot?
At that point, enough. You will be judged in the eyes of Lendis, but for now, talk.
Cedric stops moving. So everyone else stops.
Call
Gax is
ahead
kind of
to
like
ask
yeah.
Gax to stop.
Gax is like quite literally eating grass. Like that's what it looks like. So I eat like 8 of those pieces, so I heal for 8 hit points. Just
From
not
eating
paying
grass?
attention. Yeah, I'm quite literally just.
You're a
eating
cow.
grass. Yeah. No,
Wow.
it's one of the.
I should
herbs
say
that I
you guys
stock.
can you would have had that time to sort of like do a short rest if you wanted, so you can roll your hit point.
Then
hit
never
dice and
mind.
stuff.
I'm not gonna waste our shit for that.
I didn't need it, so. Okay.
You have abilities on short rest, don't you?
I'd like
Oh,
to
do
make
I
it
get spell
known.
slots back?
No.
I didn't even
Damn.
use the spell or anything.
Aragarza, I feel like a man of very few words, and he's demanding you speak. And I'm in favor. If you don't cough up right now while you're hiding, you will be restrained in the wagon. You will be tied up.
No.
Jesus.
Cedric lets out a sigh. He stops moving, so I'm assuming everyone stops as well. And he says, fine. If you want to do it right here, we'll do it right here. Everyone ask me whatever you want to ask me all at once.
Well, why are you a heretic?
Okay? Question number 1. What else do people want to know?
What are you, a genie? You're gonna answer with that.
Question number 2. What else do people want to know?
Well, here's the thing, Cedric. You can tell us stuff all that you want, but you threw away the poster. So I could ask what you're wanted for, but I don't know if it really says that.
What are you running from?
Okay.
What were you? Yeah, what were you wanted for?
Okay.
Why'd you throw it away?
Okay.
I mean, you need to start answering, because I gotta.
Does Arzoros have a question for me?
I know what this leads to. You're trying to get all the questions out of the way so that we don't ask any follow-up questions.
No. You can ask as many questions as you want.
He's
I'm gonna start channeling the flail, and I'm casting detect thoughts on him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Is that a save from him? Or
It
no?
is a save. 14 is the spell DC.
Does he know this is happening to him?
I am checking that right now. Let's see.
So wait, let me write these questions down before I forget. So, boss, what was your question again, sorry? The first
Why
one?
are you a heretic?
Why are you a heretic?
Why?
And I think the other one was, why did you burn the...
No. The second one is, are you a genie?
What are you,
Okay.
a genie?
So there's 2 parts. I can learn what is most on the target's mind
His
right
surface
now.
thoughts.
His surface thoughts. But if I probe deeper, he does make a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
okay, all right.
Okay,
So are you
probe
trying to
deep.
probe deeper, or are you just starting with surface thoughts? What is?
I would like to start with surface thoughts.
Yeah. So what are your surface thoughts in this moment as they're asking you all these questions?
I need them all at once or else it won't work.
Okay, it's what are you running from?
He asked, why am I a heretic?
Why are you a
Am I a
heretic?
genie?
What are you running from?
Am I running from? Yeah.
What are you wanted for? Why did you throw away the poster?
He
That's
needs
all we
them
said
all
so
at
far.
once or it won't work.
And did you
Yep.
say anything else? Oh no, you.
I
said
was
the
just
question.
saying.
Any other
okay,
questions?
It's not gonna.
Probing deeper will make him know that I am trying to read his thoughts.
Oh, do I need to roll a saving throw for any of that?
I am now going to probe deeper
Oh, okay.
because that was not enough to satisfy me.
Wait, but did he do the service thoughts first?
Yeah.
He said, "I need it all. I need all of the
all
questions
of
now for
that.
it to work."
Someone else asked him why did
You
you
asked.
come to Port Fisher?
What? Oh, what's your? I don't know if I'm the one that would ask that though. I'm trying to think what I saw. Like, what's your deal with the Grey Withers?
I have talked about them. That would be about thing to ask.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to remember like what you have said stuff
What
around
was
it
your
too.
save?
I didn't roll yet.
What kind is
We're
it?
getting excited. Ooh,
Wisdom, yes.
getting jittery from excitement.
I mean, even though you're telling us what we're asking, doesn't mean we're satisfied.
What kind of saving
with
throw is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. DC is 14.
It is a 10, so you get
You
probed.
fail. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Probe, probe deep.
So either way, you do know that. Yeah. Hold on. Spell ends. Probe deeper. Target. Okay. So I discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind, such as worry, love, or hate.
Okay. So you feel, Cedric.
Mhm.
You see the look in his eyes just start to penetrate into you, and as he gazes deeper, you feel this silvery bolt stab into the back of your head as it says, "Speak your thoughts, child."
You know what I'm about to
So
say.
basically, you have failed, and you know that you have this sort of detect thoughts magic on you at this point, and so he's probing deeper to see what those thoughts are underneath what you had given him from the surface thoughts. So expand on that.
Okay. I am about to cast Zone of Truth to utterly dispel any doubts about me. So I need all the questions at once, or else the time will run out on Zone of Truth, and you guys can't get your questions out of the way.
Any other questions?
Eli like that.
Any other questions?
I mean,
Okay, so you're
Well,
trying
only
to
he
waste.
knows that.
Say it again.
I'm about to cast Zone of Truth, and that has a time limit. I know there will be questions, and I know there's going to be follow-up questions, so I want to get as many out of the way before I cast it, so you have time to ask those follow-up questions, without having a shadow of a doubt that I'm telling the truth.
how many can we fit?
Okay.
He's trying to show you that
Yes.
he will tell the truth because he can cast a zone of truth on himself.
Okay. So after a long stare, you see, you sense that I'm literally detecting what's going.
Can I say something since I detected that?
Yes, you would be able to then say words at the same time as
Okay.
he's feeling these sensations.
As I see that you know that you felt this, and you know what I'm thinking, I go, what a waste of a spell.
You hear, not from my perspective. Can't give him all the questions.
Okay,
And
well.
from the front, I say,
We're sleeping soon anyway. Doesn't matter.
Rebuttal.
"Oh yeah, you just tried to fuck with my friend. Hell no, not in my house."
The faster,
Not in my cart.
Yeah.
the better we can clarify the questions, the more he can answer.
I nod at that.
Okay.
The Grey Withers.
Yes. I was already asked, quote, what's my deal with them?
I'm done with your quotes.
I love it.
Okay. Word for
I
word.
love the sass, despite the fact that he's literally being interrogated.
Yeah, well, everything. Tell us everything
do you
you
know
know
about
about the
them?
Grey Withers.
Okay.
And
in unison.
why are you involved with them?
So how much time would you say has passed so far?
Oh no.
For this scene,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a couple of minutes.
Alright,
However
so
long it really took, most of it
Yeah.
was talking.
So we got Grey Wither.
Has he hid his identity from anyone?
How dark would you say it is
Yes.
outside of this?
Yes, and in front of
Yeah.
you.
As you,
Front of
I
me.
mean, it's
So real.
Oh,
The
because you're
sun
I've
is
given,
like
I've given
starting
false names before.
like get
in front of you
further
too.
behind
yeah.
the horizon.
No,
Yeah, I'm
so
sorry,
it's
could you
like
give a
soft
false
glow
name in
that's
front of
illuminating the land.
the
Uh,
chess
while
player?
they're
or no?
What are you running
Yes.
from?
But in front of you, I did it in
Why
front
did you
of
want
to
to
the
see if
captain
I
of the
can
guard.
Why did you get rid of the
a
poster? What do you know about
good
the Grey
spot.
Wither?
Can I
for us
ask,
to
are
camp
you
out,
able to get
like,
us into
So
fire
Grey
fire
Wither's
spot
real
that's,
name. Why are you running?
protected by
Wanted.
brush or
What
like
was the
covered?
word?
I don't know if I
Why
can.
did you
Or
throw us
whatever.
away?
Just that
I don't
it's
know.
a little bit harder to
Yeah,
find
where
us.
are you
I
running
guess.
from? What are you wanted
And
for?
then as I'm doing that, I'm gonna cast
the
guidance
Grey
on
Withers.
myself.
What's
Well, we
the
know
deal?
he's wanted for heresy, but
Well,
So are we?
What do you
We're still
really
not
want
moving.
for him?
Cedric is just
Didn't
sitting
say
down
that. I
as
never
they're
saw
well,
talking.
I figured
poster.
wanted is exactly what.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the poster.
Oh,
And then
that,
you
then
and the
Gax
Grey
is
Withers, like,
moving.
tell us
Gax
everything
is
you know about the
actively
Grey
moving
Withers.
away from you guys.
Leave you guys behind.
100%. He's
He's
thinking.
not, he's not going very
Why are you
fast.
running?
Yeah.
It's a normal pace
Poster,
for a donkey
Grey
carrying a
Withers, what else?
shitload of stuff now.
And on top of that, in my own mind, Gax is thinking we can do this as we walk.
Pursuers,
This
I
isn't
guess.
Like,
Yeah.
end
Names
all
of
be all.
pursuers or
I got a
whatever.
19.
A 19.
Yeah.
Nixel would ask.
So when this is all over, I'll
Yeah.
go into that. Yeah.
Is there any other questions?
Nixel would ask,
Anyone
what
really-
deed
Oh,
you
just
did you
look down
do
what he says.
that made Ilmater bless you?
Oh, that's a great one. Do I know that? The deed, the singular deed?
It's up to you.
In all caps. Oh man, that's a great one.
May I ask why you're so fascinated with dragon chess?
That is another great question, actually.
I carried a
How long
dragon.
is Zone of Truth? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Carried
That's
a
right. That's
dragon
why I want
chess
to talk
set.
fast and I want everyone's questions. If you want to actually physically real world time it too, that's fine.
Waste of a spell.
I don't
Say.
foresee it taking 10 minutes.
If
I'll say, have you ever told us a lie?
Ooh, well yes, because the
Oh.
if
Yeah.
you are indeed telling us the truth, how can we protect you?
is that a question you're asking above table or you're asking this?
There's another
In character.
question
Oh,
for.
okay. I also haven't casted this yet, but
That's a good question though. If I can remember how to spell protect, there we go.
What?
We're just trying to write stuff down. You're like, what's that word?
Just
Yeah.
protect.
How can
Yeah.
you protect me?
How can we protect Cedric? Yeah, basically.
Can the final question be, are you still hiding anything?
Mm.
So we can completely clear your name and be like,
Ooh.
yes, I
I'd
am.
say, yeah, that's the final question, and now we go to
Okay.
If he says yes, I still don't believe. Like, I don't trust you still.
Anything else?
Okay, so all question. Cedric looks around and goes, "Is there anything else?" No.
Not no.
And as he clasps his hands and his fingers, a small orb will show up, and basically he struggles at this orb, and it just expands and now it envelops everybody, and everybody has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on.
Gax does not.
I was
He's-
gonna
he's
say,
continuing.
Yes,
I
not you. You're
would-
outside. And I also Cedric will know if you fail or not,
This one.
and Cedric willingly fails the saving
Oh, what does
throw.
it say?
Now he's
As
trying to
he-
hurt me.
As he casts the spell and stuff like that, could I be walking back and can I do an insight check to see if he did decide to let the spell take effect on
I
him?
feel
He's trying to make
I mean, it's
not
known.
hear what he's about to say.
Isn't it?
Only
No,
to
he's
you.
Only
making
to
sure
you.
all of us
Oh,
are
okay.
have to be truthful.
Give me an Arcana check.
Alright, and I'm also
He's zone of
casting
truth
guidance
himself
on
and
this
us in the
as
process.
Oh, so is he gonna
An
ask
Arcana
me a
check, you
question?
said?
Yeah.
That's the second one.
He's making it so that you guys have to be truthful.
Assuming
you fail.
21.
I got a 7.
I fail.
I would say
I'm probably gonna
because
fail
he was
willingly
so
at this point,
deliberate
honestly.
in
I failed
doing
willingly.
so, you notice that he failed on purpose.
Okay.
I had a 7, so I failed.
Yep.
I failed.
Yep.
Gax doesn't care that he failed on
22.
purpose.
What is the
Okay, you passed.
number?
His
Tell-
DC is what?
14.
12. Sorry. Sorry, I had a moment.
She didn't want to say it.
I know, I had a moment. I was like, wait, did I add this up right? 12. Okay.
The people who failed
Actually-
I big failed.
Oh no.
Give me a Arcana check.
Ooh. I'm good at these.
Am I the only one who
It's
didn't fail?
confidence,
Yes.
eh? Oh.
Dirty 20.
Not
18.
enough for it to matter, I don't think.
8.
That's fair.
I rolled a 7 on the dice. I'm just trying to figure out my modifier. Hang on.
Anyone higher than a 15
It's
Yeah.
a
knows that the
five.
nature of this
No,
spell
7.
you can simply walk out of, and it will no longer affect you.
Anyone over
I
what?
do not divulge
A
this
15.
information.
I rolled 14.
What, like if there was something we didn't want to...
It's a zone. You
Like,
can walk
It
out.
is a zone that you can literally walk
and it's
out
visible. It's a green.
But I'm saying,
orb.
like, because we failed it, you're saying, like, we also have to tell the truth or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Not
But
saying that, but, like, that's the point. Like, oh, if you could walk
Like,
out
you
of it.
can
and
walk
then-
out at any time.
the
But
point
I
is, though,
feel
just as a
both.
reminder,
I
though, the
feel
truth
both,
doesn't
so
necessarily
I'm
have to be
speak- very
everything that
amped
happened.
to
You
tell
can,
the truth.
like, you can
fluff
cut.
it out.
Yeah,
Mm.
as long as it's the truth that
So
you're
who
speaking.
succeeded in the
So you
Arcana?
can't just straight up lie. but
You and
can-
Aries?
You
I-
can omit. You can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16. Yeah, dirty.
Oh,
Bosco,
okay.
did you
You
pass
also
the
can
Arcana?
choose not to
What?
speak.
Did you pass the
I
Arcana?
failed both.
Oh.
I'm stuck here to tell
Well,
the
we're
truth.
not here being questioned. It's him, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, it's casted. Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I willingly failed. So I'm gonna start. I'm not a heretic. I'm not a heretic. I was framed. I am not a genie. I'm running from the blade or blades. No, the sword. Obviously,
The swords.
the swords of Archendale. The 3 leaders of Archendale from the Dale Lands. I'm wanted for heresy and high treason, though for both I was framed. I threw away the poster because there's no reason in terms of self-preservation for me to keep it. The Grey Withers. I don't know to what amount, I don't know why, but I know they have a hand in creating the plague. I wouldn't say there was a singular deed that made me gain Ilmater's blessing. I joined the church at a young age and stayed with them for most of my life. I love Dragon Chess because it's the one thing that still connects me to my father. And I don't need your protection. I just need you to help me hide.
You have the swords of what?
Archendale.
And
The biggest city in the Daylands.
and the last question was, are you still hiding things?
I don't answer that question.
I cocked my head to the side.
Real name.
Cedric. And then I hesitate.
You also asked pursuers. Oh, you already did that. Never mind. Okay.
That was rather short.
You don't have a last name?
We still have time. Like, that wasn't 10 minutes.
No,
of
not
answering.
even close. You still have a lot more time.
Oh,
So
'cause I was
I'm
like, we
giving
could
you
go
time
in-
for follow-ups.
Okay, what was it? What my other
What
question
did
was?
they do to frame you?
I found documents, receipts, letters, things pinning the Grey Withers, the Swords, and other organizations to the creation of the plague, and the profiteering of the plague, and the use of it to embody or not embody, it strengthen different powers. And the Grey Withers were in on it.
How are they making money off of it? Just the spice?
I don't know how.
You found the receipts.
The receipts only show how they spread it around, not how they profited off of it. Only that it strengthened their coffers.
Do you know what other factions might be tied to them through those receipts?
Do I?
Give me a memory check, so intelligence.
12.
Factions as in, like...
Like people that
Other,
Other than the
groups?
Swords and the Grey Withers.
right, as in like we traded to so and so
Oh,
group
okay.
or something like that.
Oh, like the nest.
For the most
those
part, it
people.
was
Yeah.
just those names that stuck out to you.
Okay.
So you found this stuff, and because you found it, you didn't do anything with it, but they just knew you found it.
I didn't have time. These are powerful people. They have mages who can find anyone anywhere. It was only a matter of time before they knew I saw what I wasn't meant to see.
So how come they haven't found you yet? They can find anybody anywhere.
The moment I saw it, I told my head cleric at the church, Seraphina. She helped me escape, and I left the Dalelands, which is when I met you guys.
Who else knows? Who else have you told other than us and your head cleric?
Nobody.
Do you remember seeing any names? Particular names? Well, like you saw documents. Was it just like receipts and numbers? Was there any like names of specific people?
There was one.
What was the name?
Was it her dad?
Wow, wait everyone a moment. Wait everyone a moment. Bosco. I was working. Get into that. No.
Sorry.
Cedric hears you say, was it her dad?
Wait, but this... Hold up. I'm metagaming right now. How much did we freaking say to you?
Well, didn't you mention your dad in front of him?
I think I did, right?
Yeah,
No, I have
you
terrible
did.
notes.
Yeah.
You did.
Sorry, continue.
It wasn't her dad.
Do you know who my dad is?
No.
Do you know my daddy?
Was it somebody else's?
What was the name?
His name is Julius Silverstone. And he is my father.
We both have daddy issues.
A rather crass but not inaccurate description. Yes, you could say I have daddy issues.
Revealing this truth, how does that make Cedric feel?
Cedric is reliving the betrayal and is still heartbroken. Just he is close
give me
to
that.
tears. Not like on the
Don't
verge,
give me that.
but he's close. He's visibly sad.
They didn't mention
Can
the
I do
cult
another
I would
insight
assume.
check
No.
to
What'd you
track
say?
that?
They didn't mention the cult.
Yeah, okay.
I was asking
Oh.
about the devouring flame.
My father, Julius Silverstone, is the head of the Silverstones, one of the top nobles in Dalelands. I am the heir apparent and the scion of that family.
So
I chose to leave my noble life and join the church.
Cax kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes,
I'm sorry. I thought you were a bastard. I'm kind of is like a lost dog.
Cedric is like on the verge of tears. He hears this. He goes, "Thank you."
wait, so you said the only name in all of these documents that you found was your dad's.
Well, his name is in the document because the swords are in the document. My father is one of the swords.
Do you remember any of the other swords' names?
No one knows who they are. The only reason I know my father's one of them is because I was meant to be his replacement.
You said there were 3 swords in the
Yes.
Dalelands?
Yes. Very powerful individuals. They disintegrated my mentor in front of me. Which is why I took his name when I went into hiding. Bemar.
You took whose name?
Bemar.
No, what, whose name?
My mentor.
Sorry.
So is your
sorry.
name
I'm like
Benoit
working
or
this out.
Cedric?
His
No.
name is Cedric. I'm assuming
Just acting dumb.
the Grey Withers disintegrated.
No.
No.
The swords disintegrated them.
Are they called the Swords of what?
Are the Grey Withers they're a separate entity?
Yes.
Yes.
The swords are the leaders of the Daleland, or sorry, of Archendale.
How do you know that the Grey Withers are not one of these swords?
He doesn't.
I don't. Say that at the same time.
Yeah, he said the only reason he knew the other one was because it was your
Because of
Dad.
my dad.
Do you believe your father might be able to help? Or do you think honor and that type of stuff is more important to him?
My father is too far gone.
Was say was
He
your
didn't-
father part of the reason you got?
He I wouldn't be surprised if he's tracking me at this very moment, separate from the other swords. He always had his own motivations.
So he had a part in framing you.
I would say so.
When he said disintegrate, does that... So could I recognize that? Like that
His
term?
explanation of someone disintegrating and just into dust.
As someone... Yes. I'm trying to gauge how powerful are these beings that they can disintegrate a person.
Give me an Arcana check.
14.
I mean, I'd say you've probably heard of magic like that, but that's it. You've only heard of it. You never witnessed it. There's not anyone around the Veshlands that uses it in any sort of fashion.
Yeah, I kind of imagine I'm an outlier when it comes to our arcane interest.
Cedric says, I wouldn't be surprised if my father had separate plans for me if he found me before the other swords did.
What plans do the other swords have for you?
Probably death.
What would he do?
Probably find a way to bring me back into the fold. He always did want me to be his heir apparent.
You don't have any other siblings?
No. I was his golden child. Which is why I carry this sword. And I reach for the sword. Most clerics go for blunt weapons. I was raised from birth to be a swordsman like him.
Nice.
Would I know anything about these other swords? Or just like hearing stories or whatever, because we're both from...
Yeah, I mean, you
Or
would have
what would
definitely had heard of the Swords of Archendale. They had no representation in Bristar, because Bristar was its own kind of state city in the Dalelands, for kind of a safe haven for moon elves. So the city was basically just elvish folk. There was no leadership roles that they maintained, or there was no taxation or anything of that nature, no political landscape where Bristar was under the rulership of these Swords of Archendale.
But I don't know anything else based on all my history or sneaking around with my stuff. Okay. Like anything else that I would have like seen or known about. Not just general knowledge.
Bosco has one more question.
If there are wanted posters up for you in Port Fisher, where do you plan on going?
As far away as I can. That was my plan for the Dalelands. It brought me here. I guess I'll just keep moving.
Clearly they've followed you or knew where you were going.
Well, we already established that all the stuff going on with the boats and coming into the ports. They're like
Also,
influencing
not
that,
necessarily. They could have just, he got wanted in the Dalelands, and then from out there, they just spread the word to everybody, all the towns.
What are they? The Lavrasite, when I spoke to Kiernan, is used to send information across vast distances. I assume that's how the information got here so quickly.
Which is why...
Bosco, how long did you have that poster for? Remember, you're in the zone right now.
I found it the day you came.
So only 2 days?
The day you showed up. Before my life changed entirely.
That's your fault for sticking around us.
I could have just left. You tell me.
He also owned that
I found-
dragon egg before he found us.
What was that blue monk no one's told me about?
What did you say?
Let me finish my sentence. I don't know what I was going to say anymore, guys. I forgot what I was going to... Oh, I found the poster that day. and then poof, poof, you were here.
So you clocked me day one, and you chose not to out me?
Well, you know, I put the thing in my backpack. I didn't exactly, say, oh, shit, this guy. Oh, that's him.
Oh my god, my bounty just came to me.
That's him.
Moving on up.
I'm gonna regret. Oh, hold on. This is a minute long. Never mind. It's probably gone. I was gonna switch my view to him, but it only lasts a minute.
You were gonna regret it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say I might regret this, but it's too late.
Not too many cogs ticking up here.
You still haven't answered his question.
Oh, I'm in the zone of truth. Yeah. I gotta be truthful, man.
Or not say anything at all.
But he doesn't know that. He failed to save.
That is true.
Or he failed to whatever.
I have to. I'm forced.
Not for you just don't know that you don't have to answer.
Well, I don't know. It's harmless. I don't care. I share it with you guys.
Oh, I got my little dragon, Vithok, over here. I got his egg was like this ice blue gem. Now, one day in the nest in Port Fisher, I was down there snooping. My higher ups were talking to some blue dragonborn monk in these monastic robes, or something looked off about him. Just not right. Not the typical character you'd see in monastic robes. And so I, watched. My higher ups, they were playing some games, and I learned his every move. And I went on down there, and I hustled him, and I got the egg. Or the gem, so I thought then, and it... poof. Many years later, I got a dragon. Or, blessed or cursed, I don't know yet.
And that's truthful.
You said you studied his movements.
Oh, yeah.
Did he move like a monk?
I was talking the movements, or not necessarily how he moved, but how he moved around the table. Like, oh, I'm gonna put this card over here. His tricks at the table. Yes. I asked all around Port Fisher, where have you seen this guy? Has anyone seen him? I think it came out the first day with you guys. Anyone seen this dude? I'm looking for him too.
Is he the one that gave you that egg? Right?
I want it.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Was Thunciandil a dragonborn?
Thunsandil? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue?
No.
No. Okay.
But I'm sorry your father's hunting you. I don't think I could ever hunt my own children with malice in my heart.
It depends on whether they've done something wrong.
Gax,
That's true.
Gax, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was convinced you were gonna sock me in the face when I said my family had to do with the plague.
No.
And that's the truth.
I'm sorry.
That may render some punishment on their part, however. Yes, very much so.
Deservedly.
And my own family has a connection somewhat to the plague. So, yeah,
What connection does your family have to the plague?
my father cured it.
Your father knows the cure?
Well,
Our cure.
Our cure, yeah.
I've seen high-level magic be done on the plague, and even that couldn't fully get rid of it. And your father has a cure for your species?
Plants, man. Plants. Was it?
New sticker.
Are we so
Plants,
sure
man.
after what I've seen?
greater restoration on this, and he's like, plants, dude.
Yeah. Dude, don't eat some grass, bro. Don't touch it. Eat it.
Bushes.
For 1 second, Cedric thinks about going vegan.
Cedric, all I'll say is, Gax, I've known him all my life. I trust his word implicitly. However, that doesn't mean I agree with him on everything. I think there's more to this.
And then I look at motion to the flail.
There's more involved to all of this.
How so?
I'm the first
lizard folk to be a judge, according to Lindis.
Also, the scale of everything. It's too widespread for it not to be something bigger.
Something's happening.
Well, since we've bared our heart and soul, why don't my fellow Dale Land people, why are you here?
Haven't we been over this?
I'm from Agaros, so the question's lost on me.
Yeah, but you found me there. And you can give your little spiel about why you were there.
What's a dragonborn of the god of mercy doing in a port like this?
Well, we tracked the Grey Withers. I'm sure we've already talked about that. You know we want to find them.
But why are you looking for them?
Also, Cedric knows this, but no one else knows that he actually passed the saving throw, so he doesn't have to tell the truth.
You know who
I know who
He
passed.
knows.
Oh, okay.
I understand.
I was just wondering. Like,
Cedric did not mention this.
Mm-hmm.
I can attest that Zarzaros is a good dragon. You met him like 2 days ago. I invited him into my house. You invited all of us into your house. Yeah, but you left. He stayed.
You actively worked with what you thought was a wanted man.
That's actually... We actually took steps. Zarzaros and I took steps to confront you.
I appreciate it, Bosco. What I'll say is this. I also lost my mentor. It meant a great deal, and I struggled to remember that day. The Grey Withers took him. That's why I tracked them.
My sympathies, friend. Your emotions are not lost on me. I share your pain.
Okay.
How long has it been?
I feel like there's one person here that still wants answers, who doesn't say much.
Well, I'm still waiting for Ares to talk about why.
I've already told you.
You okay? I'll go in character. You've mentioned.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. Listen.
There's like 1 minute remaining.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'm counting a minute
As the
here.
spell is dispelling, I will
Cut him
go
off.
very quickly say, before this dissipates, I will say that I fully intend to be open about everything now going forward. It was an act of self-preservation, not malice, that I kept these things from you. Now, Ares, you mentioned you were looking for your father. Why?
I mentioned he might still be around, and I want to know. I've told you about all the corruption and things that I know that he was involved with,
I can vouch for her.
and
She's
involved with the Grey Withers.
already told everyone everything you need to know. We don't know much about him.
He has a question.
She's deflecting.
I'm not finished. As the spell's done, and I'll still freaking keep going.
Is the spell done?
I'm sure it's
Nah,
a bit.
30
I'm looking at
seconds.
the freaking clock. Like we've been going for a while.
I can cast this again, guys.
No, but I'm saying as it's done, I'm still here going to talk to you and
yeah.
not be like, oh yeah, I'm deflecting. Let's get on out of here. No. What was I saying? I got distracted. What
Now
was I
you're
saying?
stalling.
No. I like go off on a tangent. What did I say? You had said that you would vouch for me. We talked about the Grey Withers and my dad and all that stuff was going on, and then I came to find out, which we talked about this. I think I would have told you this. Like you already know this. That apparently I have a half sister. Spits your water out.
No, Cedric would never.
Who I've been told is very powerful. I've never met her, and I've been tasked with, like, she's in danger from what I hear, and I've been tasked with trying to find her. So I am trying to figure out what the heck's going on with the Grey Withers, all their corruption, including my dad, and finding this.
Is your half sister in Agaros?
I don't know. I mean, I'm tracking. So
Then-
I have
then
a,
what
I
brought you
have a
here?
suspicion. I have a suspicion it has something to do with the Foxfire.
What's your suspicion?
Well, I feel like we would have told you this, but like when we were tracking we kind of caught up at the tavern, but when me and our guy were tracking, or scouting the house, I saw some sort of elven or half elven kids
I think you mentioned
in there. I feel like we kind of said it, but I don't know if I went
We
into
were
detail.
a bit rushed.
We were a bit rushed.
But
But I saw some people in there, so I have suspicions, because we have suspicions that the Foxfire and Grey Withers are intertwined.
it's possible that was a good illusion to look normal.
Right.
But my question is, if they are connected, why did they need to? Well, no. Never mind. I figured it out. No. So
He's not lying either.
Yeah, no, I'm not. My question is going to be why did the Grey Weathers get in contact with the underworld of Port Fisher when they were trying to put in Foxfire as the new mayor,
Regent or whatever.
Yeah, regent, mayor, whatever. But thinking about it, it makes sense that they would want to get in contact with the underworld first, so that they can stir up trouble first, so that it puts pressure on Macy Shadowmouth, so that they're able to put in somebody there. So needless to say, the plague is just creating discourse so that they can put people into government positions that they want.
Which is what they're all about.
Yeah.
Corruption. And
Which was
playing
their hand,
chess.
Which was their hand in the plague as well.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh my god.
Well, also, after I'm saying all that, I will tell Cedric, thank you for being honest and telling us your story. That's all we wanted to know. Like, I know, and I probably could speak for you too, but definitely for me, that we will help hide and protect, or, we're a crew now, so we will help make sure that you're not taken away by your father or the swords.
You are innocent, as far as I can tell. That may change, but for now, you are fine.
I like you. I think there's one person here that's still not an open book.
I'm gonna look at Mouse go, I know it ain't me.
I know he wants to talk about the Dragonborn monk and wants a lot of other stuff from me, but I'm not saying anything until you start talking.
This is like classic
Also,
Bosco every
has
other
the spell
session.
now dissipated?
Yeah, the spell's
Oh,
gone
it's
at
been.
this point.
I think it ended as I was saying.
Would I
with
have heard
PCO.
anything about... You're from the
The Fedor.
the Feydark. Okay.
That's deep, so probably not.
Yeah. I don't know. Master Bubby probably hangs out there, if I'm being
I
honest with you.
I can cast
that
Zone
big
of
cush.
I could
Yeah, I was
cast
gonna say,
those.
let's be honest.
I could cast
Fluorescent
Zone of Truth
lights,
one
you would
more
get high
time
down there. Hell yeah.
if we wanted to.
Different those
I'm
plans.
not
I
worried
could
about
cast
it.
Zone of Truth one more time if we wanted to.
It's not worth it, because I'm not telling him anything unless I...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I
Believe
could
it.
cast it for him.
I wouldn't use it.
I think at this point, Gax would probably start with that nature check, like
Yep.
leading us towards the
Cedric will say thank you
campsite or whatever.
to all of you, and that he hopes you understand now why he had to be secretive, and why he wanted a quiet place to sit down and talk about this.
I mean, sitting down or standing up
I've been.
still comes out.
If you don't know, clerics can change their spells day to day. I suspected something like this might happen, and have been sitting on Zone of Truth for the past 3 days.
I found a good spot to make camp. It's just over here.
So with your 19, you did survival or nature?
Nature, I believe.
So as you guys have been walking, obviously not during the Zone of Truth time, but the rest of the 3 or so hours that you guys had left for the day's travel, as the sun sort of like falls behind the horizon, you get that nice soft yellow and red orange glow across all of the grasslands that are still sort of swaying in the breeze. And as you guys keep going towards that area where those canyons and like the kind of drop off happens, you make it about halfway there. So you guys have been traveling for about 25 miles or so. Gax, you find an area that's got a couple of like cragged rocks where you would be able to sort of set up a fire pit right in the middle of it, and like lay like bed rolls or whatnot around the edges, sort of to block wind and to keep the heat within this that little like kind of like encompassing rock structure that's sort of like holding. It's kind of like a claw of rocks that you're just sitting in the middle of them, right?
Gax is like, I don't care about wind, magic fire, and he just creates bonfire right then and there.
It just goes up. No branches or whatever needed, kindle, and
Best traveling companion.
as you guys are sort of setting down your bedrolls, getting yourselves situated, finding good spots and things like that, Aragar, you get kind of just an uneasy feeling about this entire place, and as you walk over to one of the
Funny
edges.
you say this. Yeah.
As you walk over to one of the edges of the rock, and you sort of like leaning on it, looking out at the space in front of you. Give me a perception check.
I will say, I checked the time, but I was gonna ask if I could speak to the weapon.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that before or after the perception.
Just do the perception.
5.
You still have kind of an uneasy feeling about the place, but your gaze, I would say, looms on a patch of ground that's pretty large. It seems more bare and empty than the rest. And it's almost as if someone took this section and like placed like just a sand biome right there.
Oh no.
Wait, someone took. Oh, like magically, like am I sensing like arcane energies or?
Not necessarily arcane energies, but that over time there seems to be some sort of history about this place. Something's not right. It's out of place. There's this large, like, mile by 2 mile section or square or circle, whatever, of just arid land in the middle of this kind of, like, grassland area. It doesn't seem quite
Oh,
right.
it's
Like-
like
like
scorched
something-
earth type
Yeah.
of deal. Like,
Oh.
yeah. Like beautiful lush savanna with like high grass, and then out of nowhere just barren land, like nothing on it whatsoever.
Correct.
Do we all see this or no?
As I'd say, I'll leave that to you.
So as I'm about to contact, I'm gonna kind of step a couple paces around the periphery of where I think this kind of marred land is, and then I'm going to use a charge to talk to the flail.
Okay. As you get closer, I will say, before you use the charge, you feel like the soft, warm glow that it gives off just start to go as you get closer to this area.
Interesting. So it's almost, is it resonating or is it a different kind of thing?
It's got a tug to it. As if it's beckoning to you towards something.
Oh, then I'm gonna start to slowly walk towards the center of where I think this area is. I'm kind of like moving slowly and kind of feeling how the.
I mean, the area
like
is
the dirt-
pretty large. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
mile by 2 miles, so it's
Yeah.
not like you're going to walk to the center of it.
Oh, okay. Then I
Um,
am gonna go to at least step 10, 20 paces into like where I think it starts. So.
Okay, and as you sort of look around at your surroundings, you dip down, you sort of feel the sand a little bit, and it's soft. It feels like, I don't know, like a soft plush. essentially. One of those kind of like extra soft plushes that don't feel like they're actually plush, right? Like in real life.
Yeah.
Um,
Or is it more like sand that feels like smooth
it's
stone,
too
but too
soft,
small? Yeah.
and it's got just like black kind of specks all in it of like what seems to be, and you sort of pick it up and you smell it a little bit, and it has this like burnt smell to it.
Does it smell like fire, or does it smell like something like a No.
As you walk in, you cast your charge.
Yeah.
Lindis, whoever I have to speak to with this weapon, there's something here. I can sense it.
Indeed, there is.
Is this a relic from the past? Was this made, or is this part of the elements? Or did something destroy this?
It is a tragic tale. You should go to the center and follow it down 70 feet. There, you will learn of the first judge.
Ooh.
I will do this. Should I bring my companions along with me? They seem trustworthy. Cedric made efforts to prove his innocence. Does he speak lies?
You must learn to make these decisions for your own self. I can guide you, but not when it comes to them. That is on you.
As a judge. Yes.
I think I don't really have anything else to say to it. I don't think I have any other ideas.
I must warn you. Prepare your mind for the things you will see. They will torment you.
This is this related to this cult? Or this Sotha you mentioned? Curses.
I love it.
I head back to the group, and the first person I talk to, actually, the first person I approach is Cedric.
Oh. That's a change of pace.
There's something here. Something ancient.
I kind of gesture towards the tract of land.
The arid land.
Yeah, the arid land.
There's history here. It could help us learn. There's something about the first judge. It's buried. There's something 60 feet down. No, 70 feet down.
He was oddly specific
Yes.
about that.
It was strange. Sometimes he's more vague, but this time he was very specific.
Is this in like you just walked over and like hushed?
I'm
him
not.
as
No,
you're
I'm not
talking to
being
him?
hushed. I'm just talking to you directly because
Alright.
you I trust right now. I mean, Gax I trust, but
Yeah.
you're new, so
Can
this
I
is like a novelty.
Hear this, or is it just like out in the open?
I mean, if he's kind of talking out in the open, it's definitely within range in this small space, and it kind of makes that like funnily sound where space, in a small space. It's kind of like being in an elevator.
Okay. On the opposite side of the camp, you would hear, I can dig you down if you need.
Cedric hears you say that, and in Draconic, for the first time you hear him, he'll say, "You heard the man. Let's go." And he gives you a little wink as he said that in Draconic.
If you looked at Gax, Gax would have been like, yeah.
Nixel clogs that.
He's not surprised.
Would Nixel clock that?
Everyone can hear this conversation going on.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm not disguising.
I'm not trying to be as open
I'm
as
only
possible.
addressing him because he's been very open about things, and that's
And that's
fine.
why I just spoke in Draconic, so that I'm
Yeah.
as open as possible. So now you know I speak Draconic as well.
And with that, we will end our session tonight. Thank you all for joining. Like, follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It helps us out a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.
Ooh.
See you.